from the BJP, where they have called this comparison ridiculous. Not just this, the BJP has also said that it is the same Congress which compared Bhagavad Gita with jihad. Let's listen into that reaction coming in from the BJP.
Congress leader Salman Khurshid, in his attempt to do sycophancy, has compared Rahul Gandhi to Bhagwan Shri Ram and himself to Bharat. And this is the same Congress party, ironically, which doubted even the existence of Shri Ram and gave an affidavit in court saying that Shri Ram does not exist, that Shri Ram is a mythical character. This is the kind of rhetoric that the Congress party used. Today, the Congress party, which was doing secularism ka Rom, has come down to doing Ram Ram and is going Mandir Mandir in order to present itself as the biggest Hindu. But in their attempt to be a Chunavi Hindu, time and again they insult and they try to stoke the feelings of Hindus by making such kinds of comparisons and comments. This is the same Congress party which time and again assaults the feeling of Hindus, and they should apologize. Salman Khurshid should apologize for this kind of ridiculous.
So there you heard the BJP coming down all guns blazing at the Congress leader for his remarks. Piyush Mishra, in fact Piyush Ori reporting live from the national capital. Piyush, good morning. As bizarre as it gets every time these comparisons are made, this time Salman Khurshid has compared Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. If you can take us through some more reactions coming in from the BJP over this bizarre comparison that the veteran Congress leader has made.
So good morning, and definitely, shooting down on the foot seems to be a trademark of the Congress party. And in this, one more remarks has come from a veteran Congress leader, Salman Khurshid, in which he has likened Prabhu Ram with Rahul Gandhi. Now, this also reflects, in a way, sycophancy of which many people associate Congress party with. But having to associate Rahul Gandhi with Prabhu Ram has resulted in several BJP leaders again dashing out at Congress party and reflecting that how much sycophancy is there in the Congress party high command, in which many party leaders, despite the good work that may have been done by Rahul Gandhi, are trying to make him project like a superhuman. And now in this trend, you're also seeing the veteran Congress leader making him projected as Prabhu Shri Ram. So yes, again, the political war of words between BJP and Congress, in which the BJP is lashing out at the sycophancy culture which is prevailing in the Congress party. Back to you in the studio.
Piyush, stay with us. This is definitely, of course, not the first time that such a bizarre comparison, ridiculous comparison as it sounds, has been made by the Congress. Take us through such, such remarks that have been made in the past as well by Congress leaders, because let's not forget it's the same party which even compared Bhagavad Gita with jihad, and the same party which said that the word Hindu, in fact, tried to run down the word Hindu as well.
So you rightly pointed out that there have been several such events, in which the Congress party has tried to, in a way, give a bad projection of Hindu culture. And yesterday only we saw that how, in a way to perhaps appease a certain vote bank, they tried to eulogize Muhammad Ali Jinnah, of whom we all know was responsible for partition. Besides this, there have been several attempts in which the Congress party has tried to liken Bhagavad Gita with jihad, and they have also tried to project their leaders to Hindu gods. So these kind of events continue to take place, but the most important thing over here to be reflected is that are we trying to project the biggest faults in the Congress party, and that is the sycophancy culture. Now, this is again being reflected by the BJP, and it is now going to be interesting to see that how, in a way, to project Rahul Gandhi as the face of 2024 elections, will Congress party make more mistakes as far as the recent mistake which we have seen, in which the veteran Congress leader Salman Khurshid has compared Rahul Gandhi to Prabhu Shri Ram. Back to you in the studio.
Piyush, stay with us, and just to tell our viewers, give a recap of what is known so far. In fact, to tell more about the statements that were made by Salman Khurshid, where he said that while people are out there freezing in such low temperatures, Rahul Gandhi is wearing T-shirts and going on, in fact, doing the Bharat Jodo Yatra for past few days. Not just this, Salman Khurshid also said that Rahul Gandhi is like Lord Ram, a statement that has, of course, drawn massive backlash from the BJP. the BJP hitting out at the Grand Old Party over the remarks that Salman Khurshid made. In fact, the BJP there saying that it is the same Congress party which compared Bhagavad Gita with jihad, and that Salman Khurshid must even apologize for this ridiculous comparison which the BJP says that Salman Khurshid has made. So Salman Khurshid there in the eye of storm for the remarks that he had made, in which he likened Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. Moving on to the other big story, we've been tracking this one coming in from Telangana, where the High Court has transferred the probe into a case related to alleged attempts to poach 4 MLAs of the Bharat Rashtriya Samiti, formerly the TRS, to the CBI. Now remember, this development comes days after the Supreme Court directed the single judge to consider the writ petition that was filed by 3 accused in the case.
The Telangana High Court on Monday disbanded a state-appointed special investigation team and handed over the poaching MLA case to Central Bureau of Investigation. The case is regarding of poaching MLAs of the ruling Bharat Rashtra Samiti to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Reacting to the development, BRS social media convener Krishank said that the court's decision comes as a relief to the hiding mouse. The BRS accuses the opposition Bharatiya Janata Party of trying to poach the legislators to destabilize Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's government. The decision, meanwhile, was hailed by state BJP leader and advocate Ramchandra Rao. The move comes 3 months after a farmhouse in Telangana's Moinabad was raided, and the Cyberabad police claimed to have unearthed a conspiracy to topple the ruling BRS government, buying 4 MLAs for 100 crore each. Remember, on October 26, 2022, 3 people were arrested from a farmhouse on the outskirts of Hyderabad while allegedly luring the lawmakers into joining the BJP by offering huge money, posts and contracts. On the accused, Nanda Kumar is from Hyderabad, while Srimhaiji Swami is from Tirupati in the neighbouring Andhra Pradesh. The third, Ramachandra Bharti, is from Haryana's Faridabad. According to sources, the ruling party MLAs tried to lure pilot Rohit Reddy, Guvala Balaraju, P. Harshavardhan Reddy and Rega Kantha Rao. Though the BJP denies that it tried to poach the legislator, Telangana is likely to go to polls in the late 2023. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
A very short break. Lots coming up on the other side. We'll get you the latest in Tunisha Sharma's death case as accused Shizan continues to change statements. And mock drill to check preparedness in COVID hospitals to be held across the country today.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाइड क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful.
Holy!
There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience. Magnifique. High performance TVs by iWire Japan. Now in India.
तिहाड़ जेल की तस्वीरें हैं जहां पर श्रद्धा हत्याकांड का मुख्य आरोपी आफ्ताब को जो है सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर्स लेकर जाएंगे दिल्ली पुलिस, और दिल्ली पुलिस जो है वहां से आफ्ताब का वॉइस सैंपल लेने के बाद ये सत्यापित करेगी कि आखिर जो ऑडियो बरामद हुए हैं वो आफ्ताब के हैं या नहीं है।
And all eyes will be on the mock drill that will be conducted at several hospitals across the states and union territories. Several preparations are being made ahead of the mock drills, in which the several state health ministers, the deputy chief ministers will be part of the mock drills to check if the country is prepared to handle if there is yet another wave of COVID-19. In fact, the drill will be conducted in view of rising COVID cases in countries including China, US and Japan. We'll go across to our reporters from across from multiple cities to get us more details on the preparations being made. Varshini joining us live from Chennai. Varshini, take it away. Give us more details on the preparations being made at several of these Chennai hospitals for the mock drills.
Well, definitely, Samiksha. So if you see, we are at the Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital, which is one of the most important government hospitals in Chennai, where a lot of patients come in here on a daily basis. And here is the mock drill that is going to happen, which is happening pan-India today. And we can see, take a look around. You can see for, the people can also see for themselves how many doctors and nurses are put in place. There are stretchers, wheelchairs, there are BP machines, there are pulse oximeters, temperature checkers. They have everything put in place. They have all the necessary equipments. You can even take a closer look about how the oxygen tank is also attached with the stretcher in case of an emergency. So this is the kind of equipments and this is the kind of preparations that the hospital usually has, which they are going to put out for display today for the mock drill. The mock drill will begin in some time as soon as the Health Minister Subramaniam arrives here, and there will be a lot of fake patients who will also be coming in, and the hospital will showcase how far it is ready to face this COVID threat. And there is a designated 2-floor system here. They have 2 floors of only COVID patients intake here. You can see for yourself, there are so many doctors and emergency doctors who are on COVID duty. You can see there is a sticker put up on their coats which says the Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital doctors on COVID duty. Similarly, there's a staff nurse sticker that is also put up. So they are all on COVID duty alone. They have enough staffing because the last time around during the first wave, there was a big lack of doctors. There was a scarcity for doctors in many hospitals. So this time around, they're making sure they have enough number of doctors so that they can easily make sure that all the patients who come in for emergencies in the hospital are attended to. And here in this Rajiv Gandhi Hospital, the first floor, second floor are completely, fully designated only for COVID patients, and they have enough number of beds, enough number of oxygen tanks, is what the doctors here tell us. So this mock drill is going to be a very important way to make sure that Tamil Nadu is showing itself on the map that it is prepared to fight the COVID, and they are also trying to say through this mock drill that there is no need to spread any kind of panic among the public because the government is here, all the precautionary measures are put in place, so we will take care. So do not panic and do not worry is the message that the state government and the Department of Public Health is trying to put out through this mock drill.
Well, absolutely, Varshini, as you put it, the need of the hour is to not let our guard down and, of course, not to panic. We have Gursimran also reporting live from the MCH hospital in Jammu. Gursimran, good morning. If you can take us through the preparations being made ahead of the mock drills which will happen today.
Samiksha, right now I am at the MCH hospital in the Gandhinagar area of Jammu where the mock drill is going on. This is the initial mock drill of the equipment that is going on. This is to ensure that all the equipments, be it the heart monitors or the other ventilators and all the equipments, they are in place. This is the first set of mock drill that is being conducted. Later on, the oxygen mock drill will be conducted by the hospital authorities. The main focus is to ensure that all the machinery that is in place is working and is in a condition to tackle every possible situation. So this mock drill is being conducted here, in which all the health officials, they are taking part, and this is across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir that this mock drill will be taking place. We will try to speak to some of the doctors. We are joined by the Medical Superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Arun Sharma. Sir, you are conducting this mock drill. This is, it seems, divided into two parts. First is the machine check and then the oxygen part. How are you coping up with this, and what is the situation at now? Are you all prepared to gear up or tackle the situation emerging?
No, it's not divided into parts. It's simultaneous, it's going on. Oxygen plants have been switched on since the morning. Already oxygen plants we are putting on alternatively because we have got non-COVID patients, children or neonates are there who are on ventilator. So we run oxygen plant alternative. We have got 3 oxygen plants. One is 1200 LPM and 2 are of 1000 LPM each. And 3200 LPM oxygen plants are there, which are centralized plants and supply oxygen to our 200 beds. So every month we perform this oxygen plant drills, which is uploaded online on Government of India portal. Today it is, unique thing is that all over India the exercise is being done together. Oxygen plants are running since morning 9 AM and they will be running till 6 PM. We'll see its purity and the type of oxygen the supply is coming to the wards is proper or not. And other part is that we are checking all our equipment installed inside the wards. We are checking our monitors. We have got monitors on all our 200 beds. Then we have got ventilators. We have got central oxygen supply. So we'll check all our equipments, machinery, clean them, maintain them, and see if there is any gap so that we can fulfill that. As far as patients are concerned, we are not doing mock drill of the patients. We are checking, our staff is there to check the monitors. We are putting the monitors on them and checking whether they are functioning properly or not. And as far as patients are concerned, we have already admitted in 3 phases, plenty of COVID patients, and we can manage them easily. And we got all things which are required to manage them.
So you have one of the biggest facility when it comes to tackling the COVID-19. So are you all prepared if there is a possible 4th wave of the COVID-19?
The biggest facility is there in the medical college, which tackles the general patients. This hospital is basically designed for maternal and children. All the mothers who are pregnant or otherwise who require cesarean section, normal delivery, or all the children who are COVID positive can be admitted, of all Jammu division, all the district can be admitted in this hospital. Plus, all COVID positive patients who require any kind of surgery, whether it is surgery, ortho, ENT, eye, can be performed in our 4 operation theatres we have got.
Okay. So this is how the preparation here is going on, the mock drill, to ensure that all the men and machine, they are fully working, because the staff, entire staff of the hospital, they have been put into task, the machineries are being checked, and the mock drill is being conducted here. This is not here in the city only, but in the remote areas, be it Jammu, be it other parts of the Jammu and Kashmir, or the remote areas, be it the border areas of Samba, Kathua, Poonch, Rajouri. Everywhere this kind of a mock drill is being conducted, so as to ensure that whenever the COVID cases come or the surge take place, they are in a position to tackle every possible situation. Samiksha.
All right, Gursimran, thank you for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you. All right, the visuals there on your screens coming in right now of the Union Health Minister who has arrived at the Safdarjung Hospital. Harsha, they're reporting live from the hospital. So the Union Health Minister who's there at the Safdarjung Hospital taking stock of the preparations taking place in the hospital. This, of course, in wake of the concerns being flagged over the COVID cases being seen and the upsurge being seen in several of those countries. So the visuals right now coming in live of the Union Health Minister taking stock of the mock drill. Harsha, they're getting us more details. Harsha, if you could take us through, give us details of this mock drill, which will happen very shortly.
Exactly, Samiksha. As in visuals, you can see that Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya is here, and along with him, the doctors and MS and CMO of Safdarjung Hospitals are also present. Right now, you are seeing the visuals. Mansukh Mandaviya, Union Health Minister, because he himself initiated this entire mock drill, which should be happen pan-India in all these states, and the state health minister should also go to the hospitals and see the operational preparedness and do a mock drill. And right now, we see as Mansukh Mandaviya is here, and the two wards, the triage and Sari, the two wards which has been made dedicatedly makeshift COVID hospitals. Union Health Minister is here to take a look of the preparedness, the doctors, the nurses, the stock of the medicines, the pandemic preparation, which hospitals is already done. And right now we are seeing in your visuals that the ward minister Mansukh is entering. This is a triage ward, which is the normal ward where the screening and testing, of the patients will be done, and the patient's testing and sampling and screening after gets done. If he needs the oxygen and if he requires the concentrator, then he will be put in the normal ward if he needs to be quarantined. And if the ICU ventilator is required, then there is a Sari ward where the ICU preparation is being done. Right now you are seeing on your screen visuals of Minister Mansukh Mandaviya, and the minister and the hospital staff and doctors are giving him the view of exactly all the preparedness in the hospital. As you see the visuals, the doctors are here. This is the first screening area. The first screening area where the pulse oximeter and the oxygen level of the patient will be checked. And now Minister is taking a look of the beds as the normal ward has been made inside Safdarjung Hospital as the COVID ward. And on your screen, Minister Mansukh Mandaviya, because he himself had stated that the COVID appropriate behavior should be followed. And as there are many cases which has been reported in India as well. There are 4 cases, and right now we are also seeing cases from Myanmar and China has also come positive, which has been sent for genome sequencing. This is an alarming situation, and preparedness should be done beforehand, because in this situation, fighting together is the key towards getting back this pandemic. But now, when there's alarming situation in various countries, everywhere, the preparedness is being done by Union Health Minister. Therefore, the state health ministers are also asked to take a stock of the situation. And as you see, the MS of Safdarjung Hospital, B.S. Sherwal, and the additional MS all are present here to give a view to the Union Health Minister about the preparedness. You're watching Republic TV. Stay with us for all the live and breaking visuals regarding the mock drill, which is happening today at pan-India level. On your screen, visuals of Union Health Minister. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है, पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Amity faculty have filed over 1,700 patents. Yet another reason why Amity has been conferred with the National Intellectual Property Award by Government of India for being the top Indian academic institution for patents and commercialization.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो।
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call DEN toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jeevan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow.
But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jawan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ. पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने. वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है. मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं. जैसे हैवल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं. ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े. वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर.
छक्का नहीं, टूटा. आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्री टाइल एडेसिव. फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा.
Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to long-term complications and damage your heart, eyes, kidney and nerves if remains untreated.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Republic TV on your screen, visuals of Minister Mansukh Mandavia, who is taking a view of the situation, and the mock drill is happening here in Safdarjung Hospital and Pan India also. These are the visuals on your screen of Union Minister who has come here to see exactly how the patient will be treated in case the COVID patient arrives in the hospital. And right now the mock patients and the screening, the sampling and the testing, how it gets done and how the hospital is prepared is being seen by the Union Health Minister. You're watching Republic TV. Stay tuned with us. We'll be right back after a short break.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं. अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, you get online doctor consultations, all your prescribed medicines and dietitian support on call. Get your complete diabetes management kit and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
सामने फ्यूल पंप है, वहाँ से ले लें.
जी सर, फ्यूल तो पिछले पंप में भी मिल जाता. इंडियन ऑयल में ऐसा क्या है?
कुछ है स्पेशल, खुद ही देख लेना.
स्पेशल?
अरे इंडियन ऑयल की तो बात ही कुछ और है.
जरा देखिए, फ्यूल तो बराबर डाल रहे हैं ना.
अरे यहाँ कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन है, मतलब प्योर और पूरा दोनों ही. इन सेंट्रली मॉनिटर्ड मशीन्स की एक एक रीडिंग का हिसाब है यहाँ पर.
वाह सर.
याद है ना, इंडियन ऑयल की बात ही कुछ और है. इंडियन ऑयल, पहले इंडियन फिर ऑयल.
Ladies and gentlemen, you expected the puzzle,
but for one person, this is not a game.
Explain it to us, detective.
Everyone is in danger.
All right, when's the murder mystery start?
Hello and welcome viewers. Thank you for tuning into Republic TV. I am Tunisha Sharma. We are live in breaking and getting you all the updates as far as the mock drills for COVID-19 preparedness are concerned, where we see that the Union Minister today, Mansukh Mandavia, is in the Safdarjung Hospital.
काम करो भाई. एक मिनट. दो पार्ट करो. अरे थोड़ा डिस्टेंस रखिए प्लीज. दो पार्ट. एक मिनट भैया. दो. अरे भाई, दो पार्ट करो. आधा पार्ट को मैं देता हूँ, दो पार्ट में दे दूंगा. दो राउंड करता हूँ. आप आधा, एक कंटिन्यूटी में दो पार्ट कर देता हूँ. आप आधा करो, अभी आधा रुको.
चलिए सर, हो गया सर। माइक नीचे करो, सारे माइक नीचे करो यार। सारे माइक नीचे करो। यार सर्कल बड़ा बना लो यार, सभी माइक नीचे करो।
थोड़ा पीछे रहो, थोड़ा पीछे रहो।
थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ। थोड़ा दूरी, बड़ा सर्कल करो, बड़ा सर्कल देखो, थोड़ा दूरी बना लो। आप संजय उधर चलो, आप बड़ा सर्कल सर लगाओ सर, बस क्या जा रहा है आपने मॉक ड्रिल की तैयारी
दुनिया में जिस तरह से कोविड की महामारी फैल रही है, उसको देखते हुए देश में कोविड की महामारी न फैले या तो कोविड के केस बढ़े, उसके लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने निर्देश दिया है कि हमें सतर्क रहना है, तैयारी करनी है। उसको देखते हुए लगातार भारत सरकार की ओर से कोविड आने वाले दिनों में देश में न फैले, उसके लिए तैयारी की जा रही है। सभी राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर के साथ विस्तार से बातचीत हुई है। देश के इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन के डॉक्टर मित्रों के साथ भी बातचीत हुई है और आज सारे देश में जो कोविड ट्रीटमेंट देने वाली सभी अस्पताल में मॉक ड्रिल की जा रही है, ताकि हमारी सारी हॉस्पिटल कोविड केस देश में बढ़े तो संपूर्ण तरीके से तैयार रहे, ताकि देश के नागरिकों को दिक्कत ना रहे और उसको अच्छी तरह से ट्रीटमेंट मिल सके। आज सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मैंने प्रत्यक्ष आके कोविड वार्ड का निरीक्षण किया। जिस तरह से यहाँ व्यवस्था तैयार की गई है, वैसी ही व्यवस्था देश की सभी सरकारी अस्पताल में और प्राइवेट अस्पताल में भी तैयारी की जा रही है। आज सारे देश में सभी जगह में, चाहे प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल हो चाहे गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल हो, ड्रिल हो रही है। राज्य में राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर उसको मार्गदर्शन कर रहे हैं, निरीक्षण कर रहे हैं। मैंने भी आज प्रत्यक्ष सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मॉक ड्रिल का निरीक्षण किया और आने वाले दिनों में शायद कोविड के केस बढ़े तो उसके सामने पूरी तैयारी करना आवश्यक है और इस तरह से तैयारी हो रही है। चल बाद में बताता हूँ।
थोड़ा सा रास्ता
All right, there you have it, viewers. The Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia there, who was speaking about the kind of preparedness that the government has as of now. This was in the national capital at the Safdarjung Hospital, where Mansukh Mandavia, in fact, has taken around and has taken stock of the situation, has spoken about how the Prime Minister has directed the Union government to, in fact, take all measures to make sure that the situation doesn't worsen as it had in the second phase of the COVID-19. We are on the ground, viewers. Republic correspondents are across the country on the ground getting you updates as far as the COVID preparedness is concerned. From the national capital, let me also go across to Varsha, there in Tamil Nadu now, where in fact we see that the health minister has also arrived to take stock of the situation there about COVID preparedness. Varshini, it's over to you. Speak to us a little bit more about the kind of COVID preparedness you're seeing there in Tamil Nadu.
All right, we'll go to Varshini in just a second, but let me also bring in my colleague Harsha first, who was there at the Safdarjung hospital. She's still there, and she was also been able to speak a few things, a few questions. In fact, she asked to Mansukh Mandavia as well. Harsha, speak to us about how Mansukh Mandavia had taken stock of the situation. He's taken round of the Safdarjung hospital, has spoken about how the Prime Minister has directed the union government to take adequate measures. What are these adequate measures? Has he conveyed those?
Exactly, Priyanka, right on our screen are the visuals of Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia. He's taking stock of the situation, the view of the entire preparedness which has been done at Safdarjung Hospital. And right now, what he is inside is the ICU ward. Right now, we are showing you the visuals. This is the ICU ward, where the ventilators, the BiPAPs, the SpO2, the oxygen concentrations have been kept. And as you can see, along with him is the MS BS Sherwal, who is explaining him exactly what is the entire situation and how the hospital is because at the time of pandemic 1 and 2, we have seen as the cases are rising, there was the lack of beds, there was lack of oxygen concentrator, lack of oxygen cylinders, and not only this, we have seen that how difficult the situation was at the time of
All right, we will connect that audio line with Harsha in just a second, but we are putting out those exclusive visuals of Mansukh Mandavia as well, as Harsha, my colleague, also tries to get in a conversation with Mansukh Mandavia over the COVID preparedness, as he has just spoken to the media viewers, remember, and has reiterated the fact that the union government trying to get ahead of the situation, trying to preemptively take steps to control the COVID-19 situation, as we see an upsurge in the number of cases being registered in various countries. And of course, now we see that the mandatory RT-PCR testing that had also been announced by Mansukh Mandavia, and now he himself at the Safdarjung hospital taking stock of the COVID-19 preparedness when it comes to the national capital. But from the national capital, viewers, let me also bring in Varshini from Tamil Nadu now, and let's take a look at what's really happening in Tamil Nadu. Varshini, as far as the preparedness for COVID-19 is concerned, over to you. Tell us more about the kind of state-level preparedness that has been taken into consideration and the mock drills that are being carried out today.
Well, definitely, yes. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, all the instructions from the Union Health Ministry are as being strictly followed. And at the same time, we are also seeing that the Health Minister is actively taking part in this mock drill. He's just reached and he is making sure he is taking a look at the entire hospital's preparatory measures. He is inspecting each and every floor as to check whether what kind of preparations have been made. And as we also saw in the morning about what preparations have been had for ourselves, we saw that all hospital beds, there are enough number of beds in all the 8 floors in this particular block. 3 floors are only COVID patients. They have specifically just allocated these floors only for the COVID patients and for emergency cases. There's even one entire floor of ICU provisions also, which has been entirely dedicated for COVID emergencies. As you can now see through our frames, this is the emergency ambulance. The driver, the nurses, the paramedics, everybody are fully, covered with the PPE kits. And here we can see that this is the ambulance. We can see stretchers, wheelchairs, all equipments, everything is put in place. Health Minister Subramaniam is about to meet with the press now. He will be talking to the press in a minute, and we will be asking all important questions to him to get to know more about what are the details on this mock drill that has taken place today, that is happening pan-India, and how is Tamil Nadu exactly equipped enough to face this COVID threat that is currently posing the nation. And we will also be getting to know about the kind of equipments and the medicines that are in stock, because there was a situation in the past, there was a scarcity for medicines. People were really stuck, and there was a scarcity for doctors. So this time around, they have trying to make sure that enough doctors are also staffed, so that the patients who come in for emergencies are not, gone back back without any attention to them. Therefore, this mock drill that has taken place today, as you can see, the mock drill is currently happening here. Have a look, closer look. The viewers can also see how an ambulance has arrived, how immediately the staff members are taking the stretcher towards the ambulance, and how they are quickly making sure that the patients are given care. This is the mock drill that we are looking at currently happening in Chennai's Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital. A fake patient is also being brought in. They are quickly being transferred to the hospital's stretchers. This is a mock drill that's currently going on with the Health Minister Mas Subramaniam being here inspecting everything in person. Therefore, this pan-India mock drill that is taking place is going to make sure that the people in Tamil Nadu can know that the doctors and the hospitals are fully equipped. They don't have to worry about what kind of COVID threat is currently the country is facing, and this is to make sure that there is no need for any kind of panic to spread among the people. This mock drill is entirely happening just for the sake of the people to trust and believe that everything is in place. The union government has given all instructions, which is being followed by the state government, in turn given to every single hospital in the state. And now you can see for ourselves that the stretcher along with the oxygen tank is being given for the patient, and they are being taken in. And the Dean of the hospital, Dr. Terini Rajan, along with the Health Minister, are inspecting, and enough number of doctors. In our visuals also we can see enough number of doctors and nurses are here. So this is the mock drill that we are talking about today, and this is what is happening in Chennai, in the Rajiv Gandhi Government General Hospital, which is one of the most important hospitals in Chennai.
All right, Varshini, of course, they're reporting from Chennai and getting us the latest as far as the COVID-19 preparedness there in the state of Tamil Nadu is also concerned. And of course, we are looking at how the government is trying to get ahead of the situation, making sure via these mock drills that everything is in place, the equipment is in place. And that's exactly what we see happening today in the form of mock drills, then be it in the national capital, where we saw Mansukh Mandavia just minutes ago. Even now, right now, he is at the Safdarjung Hospital, taking stock of the situation, making sure that the staff in hospitals is also prepared, and making sure that there are enough oxygen tanks, there are enough ventilators, there is enough beds that are available for the people, God forbid if they need it, in terms of the COVID-19 situation getting even worse by the day. But we are here at Republic getting you all the visuals and the updates from across the country, getting you updates from the COVID-19 preparedness from across the country, state by state. We're getting you reports. And now from Tamil Nadu, let me also now go to Northeast, where Anirudh, in fact, is also reporting from Guwahati. Anirudh, it's over to you. Speak to us a little bit about where you are, the kind of preparedness that is being taken cognizance of by the state government there, the government hospitals there, the oxygen tanks, the beds availability, all of these things being taken into consideration. It's over to you. Speak to us about the preparedness there.
Yes, Priyanka, I am at the Guwahati Medical College Hospital now, and as you can see, the mock drill is on. If we talk about the preparedness, the full swing preparation are on at the Guwahati Medical College Hospital. As far as the COVID scenario is concerned, though no cases have been reported so far in Assam, the state government is taking no chances and have geared up the preparation. In fact, I am right now standing outside the intensive care unit. It's a total of 200 beds which are available in this particular unit, all equipped with intensive care facilities, and adequate number of vaccine doses have also been stocked up, we are getting to know. And in fact, day before yesterday, the state government had requested another additional around 2 lakh doses of vaccine from the center. At present, the state government have around more than 2.5 lakh doses of vaccines, which also include the booster doses. And as the state government has been gearing up its preparation to fight the COVID scenario if it further gets worsened, the state government has also advised and also appealed the people to voluntarily go for the booster doses. Meanwhile, not only in Guwahati but across Assam, preparations are on in full swing. Adequate number of PPE kits, adequate number of other medicines as well as hospital beds have been kept prepared so that in any sense, if the number of COVID cases increases in the state, there is no reason to panic. A message is being sent by the state government that there is no reason to panic and that the state government, the state of Assam is fully prepared along with the health department to fight the COVID pandemic in any worst case scenario. In fact, right now you can see these are the hospital beds which are fully equipped with oxygen as well as with all the monitors and gadgets which are required for intensive surveillance of the COVID patients. Priyanka.
All right, Anirudh there getting us the ground report there from Guwahati and getting us the updates as far as the COVID-19 preparedness is concerned. Now, viewers, remember, we are getting you reports from across the country. We have Harsha and Madhurima joining us from the national capital. We also have Anirudh joining us from Guwahati. And of course, we will also try to get in our other colleagues from Tamil Nadu. We also heard Varshini as well. But let me also once again go across to the national capital where we see that Mansukh Mandavia, in fact, the Union Health Minister himself is at the Safdarjung Hospital taking stock of the situation. And that really tells us the kind of seriousness with which the Union government is really treating this, even though we see not too many cases there in the country, but we do see the kind of preparedness, the preemptive measures that are being taken as well. Madhurima, if I could come to you over this, you know, the kind of situation that has been prevailing, the kind of meetings that have been going on in the national capital being chaired by Mansukh Mandavia himself. He himself had also been speaking about the mandatory RT-PCR test and looking at the number of cases that are increasing in various countries. So that, of course, needs to be taken into consideration when it comes to the preparedness. And we had seen the kind of images in the last wave. Is it also the government trying to get ahead of the situation and taking preemptive measures about COVID-19, Madhurima?
Well, Priyanka, absolutely, because prevention is better than cure, and that is the motto of the government while they really start up their entire modus operandi to combat the COVID-19. Right now, I'm reporting from the Felix Hospital, and with me is Dr. D.K. Gupta. Sir, if you could explain that how the preparation in your hospitals have already begun, you were telling me. So if we move on and, you know, you could show us.
So Felix is a non-COVID hospital. Still, we are taking all care to take care of our patients. At the entry point, there are segregated area for entry and exit. And in entry, everybody is going to be screened for the symptoms and temperature. Like the guard is trained to check the temperature. If temperature is high or they are suffering from fever, sore throat, cough, or difficulty in breathing, they have to go.
So if you could show us the COVID room that you have installed.
I will show you first. This is the COVID fever clinic. This is a fever clinic outside the building where we screen the patient for symptoms and do the COVID test. If COVID test is positive, then the patient will be shifted to the designated COVID hospital because we are non-COVID hospital. He is the doctor, he is screening the patient and he is taking the temperature and all the vitals. After that, they do the COVID antigen test or rapid test. If that test is positive, then patient will be shifted to the COVID designated hospital, or we are having isolation room also. This is the area. If patient is sick, then we will take care of patient here only, and after stabilizing the patient, we will shift to the isolation ward. If patient is negative, if patient is negative, they don't have COVID, they don't have symptoms of ILI means influenza-like illness, but that test is negative, then patient will be shifted to the main building hospital for the availing the treatment, like lab, pharmacy, OPD, whatever they need, they will avail. But before screening and before doing test, nobody is allowed to go inside the hospital because we don't want mixing of the patient inside the hospital. It is very mandatory, and the government of India is very clear that mixing should not be allowed. For that, all COVID and non-COVID hospitals.
We are entering the isolation ward now.
This This is isolation ward. We have made this isolation beds only, and it is fully equipped L3 level unit. Means we have oxygen monitors, even ventilators. If somebody who needs ventilation, somebody he is collapsed or having shortness of breath, falling saturation, low blood pressure, or any severe sickness, and he is COVID positive, and we cannot immediately shift the patient before stabilization, then patient will be stabilized here first. He will be intubated. We will be provided the basic treatment, life-saving treatment. After stabilizing and after arranging the bed in the concerned hospital, designated COVID hospital, we will shift patient to the designated hospital.
Thank you so much, sir. So you can see that how these preparedness have been put in place, all the preparations, Priyanka, because as I said, prevention is better than cure. And this is what Dr. D.K. Gupta just said, that they are going to facilitate all the patients over here. The isolation wards, the fever clinic, all has been set up. And once a patient is, comes out positive with signs of COVID-19, they will be sent to a hospital, better hospital, and until then, they will be stabilized over here. So all these measures, because initially, remember, we only had COVID-designated hospitals. Now, this hospital has been designated to stabilize, if there is an outpour of patients in the vicinity. So they'll be first brought here, they'll be stabilized, and then they will be sent to the COVID-designated hospitals nearby. They will be referred as, accordingly, as per their needs and their requirements, Priyanka. So all has been put in place. We've seen the health minister, and now these are the pictures coming from Noida for viewers, which show that we are prepared to combat COVID. Priyanka.
For sure, Madhurima, I request you to stay on with us, and Harsha and Aniruddha as well, stay on with us as we also get in our colleague Prajwal from Karnataka also joining us right now. Prajwal, speak to us about the kind of cases that have been detected in Karnataka, the kind of preparedness that we see happening there in terms of the COVID-19, and also the mock drills that are all set to take place today. Speak to us about how the state government is tackling the COVID-19 situation.
Absolutely. When it comes to Karnataka, Dr. Sudhakar, the health minister, has clearly gone ahead and stated that the state has gone across and ramped the infrastructure. And right now I'm here at the ICU unit of the Belgavi Institute of Medical Sciences. And this is the MICU ward. And if you can see it, the director, Dr. Ashok Kumar Shetty, who was shortly speaking with Republic, has clearly gone on to state that all the preparations necessary are being made and mock drills too are being conducted even as we speak. And this is the particular ward where there are ventilators as well. And we can clearly see that the doctors are going on and monitoring the vitals of the patients too. We have been advised to stay away from these wards because of the sanitation purpose as well, and to make sure that the places as well as the surroundings are quite hygienic too. So you can clearly go on and see these visuals, which is coming in from the MICU ward out here at the Belgavi Institute of Medical Sciences too. So this is quite important as well. And mainly coming to this particular hospital, we get to understand that there are 3 PSA oxygen plants, 1 VSA plants, and 1 KPL plant too. And therefore, all these plants are basically supplying oxygen in cryogenic form as well as liquid form too. And mainly when it comes to the conditions as well as the cases of the patients who have been detected so far, there has been 12 foreign internationals who have been detected with the COVID-19 in Karnataka till the 24th of December, and all their samples have been sent for genomic sequencing, and it will take a period of 48 to 72 hours is what is being stated. One of the passengers had landed from China who had tested positive for COVID, but later when they also went on and tested his contacts, he's gone on to test negative too. So that has come out quite as a positive too. And over here, mainly in Karnataka, if you're looking at the beds which is being classified, they're being classified into 3 categories: oxygen, ventilated, and general beds. Over to you in the studio.
All right, stay with us, Prajwal, as we also bring in our colleague Ashwin from Kerala now. Ashwin, we have seen how the preparedness is being carried out there in the national capital, so much so that the Union Health Minister himself is there at the Safdarjung Hospital and taking stock of the situation. And of course, we are looking at several states tackling the situation at the state level as well. Ashwin, speak to us a little bit about what's really happening in Kerala, the number of cases that have been detected, and how seriously this mock drill, in fact, is being also taken today as well.
So far, the latest record that we have has stated there are 1,431 cases recorded in Kerala. Now, many of them have been sent for genomic sampling. What is important is that a state which has got 4 airports, all the airports, the mandatory rule of checking 2% of the travelers has also been started, and some of the specific countries, all the travelers specifically from few of the countries, including Taiwan and China, all of them are being tested is what we get to understand. Right now, I am at the General Hospital over here, and the state sources have not given any official statement till now with regard to any kind of mock drill that is happening, that has been planned in the state. So what we get to understand is that there is no mock drill that has been planned. But however, when I reached the hospital over here, remember this hospital in General Hospital had treated the largest number of patients in the district of Thiruvananthapuram, and in fact this was one of the nerve centers of treatment as well. So right now behind me is the COVID vaccination center as well. So what we get to understand is that 25-bedded ICU hospital to treat COVID patients are already set in this hospital because of the intensity of the COVID that had hit the state of Kerala compared to any other state. In fact, the largest number of cases had registered among the top 3 states. Kerala was one among them, because of which there has been a lot of arrangements which has already been set in place, including oxygen capacity, oxygen cylinders, and locally made oxygen availability in the hospital like these. So there are oxygen available in all these hospitals that has been set up here. There are oxygen plants which has been set up. There are, in fact, there are multiple oxygen plants that has been set up in various government setup. But as far as mock drill is concerned, what we get to understand today, 3 p.m. there is a high-level health meet that is going to take place in the state of Kerala, after which further course of action will be decided by the state. However, what the state health sources have told the Republic is that all the stages, they have set everything. There is enough facilities available to tackle any kind of COVID surge in the state, and that vigil is high in the state of Kerala. Back to you.
All right, Ashwin, stay on with us as we also once again go back to the national capital, where my colleague Harsha, in fact, had been reporting from the Safdarjung Hospital. Harsha, you were able to also get in a word from Mansukh Mandavia. Speak to us a little bit about the kind of scenes that we had seen in the second wave of COVID-19, where we had seen in horrific state, images coming to light from the national capital, where there was no oxygen cylinders, there was no beds, there was no ventilators. So is this also another attempt at the government to at least be prepared in these particular areas where they had seen this kind of a situation arriving in the second wave of COVID-19? Harsha, what are the government officials telling you? What are your sources in the health ministry telling you?
Exactly, Priyanka, not to forget that in the first phase of pandemic, we saw how the situation was very bad. We saw the horrifying images from all over the places, all the government hospital and private as well. It is very important to strengthen the government hospital. This Safdarjung hospital is a government hospital. From Safdarjung to AIIMS to RML, there are many government hospitals in national capitals. Very important because the initial COVID cases which comes in the government hospital. And in the first phase, we have seen that there were not enough beds, there were not oxygen concentrator, there were not oxygen cylinders. But right now what we are seeing is they have 162 dedicated COVID care facility in Safdarjung Hospital, and they have made new facility, the 44-bed facility here at Safdarjung Hospital for this phase. For this time, if the patient arrives, he has to come here. We can clearly see the staff in the PPE kits. It is the triage ward, Priyanka. This is the place where the entire processing of the samples take place. This is the lab where the processing of samples take place. It takes half an hour to 1 hour to exactly see whether the patient is symptomatic or asymptomatic, and then the call is being taken by the doctors that he has to put the patient has to be put in ward or the ICU, or he has to be sent to the quarantine center, quarantine faculty, and or the COVID dedicated facility is needed. We would like to show you the visuals because clearly you can see this is the place where the pulse oximeter is here. First the patients come here, the pulse oximeter, the pulse is being checked, the oxygen level, the O2 of the patient is checked, and then the sampling gets done. We would like to show you this, the COVID testing area. This is the patient entry. Here the entire process gets done. The sample and screening gets done of the patient here, and then it is decided which ward he has to be sent, or if he is asymptomatic, he will be sent to home. This is very important, Priyanka, because we have seen there were no beds and how patients were lined up in ambulances. One patient, two patient, three patient were sharing the same oxygen cylinder in the ambulances. We have seen patients dying on road. So we have been through a bad phase of COVID. Therefore, from now onwards, the minister wants that therefore should be a vigil on all the hospital. There should be preparedness. The oxygen cylinder concentrator should be there. The PSA plants have already been put up. So now hospitals should not complain of the scarcity of oxygen, or they don't have the cylinder, or they don't have the concentrators. And right now we are already seeing that less number of cases in our country. There are 4 cases, but right now there are the passengers, tourists who have come from Myanmar, China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and many of them are positive, and their samples have been sent for genome sequencing. In Safdarjung also there are 4 patients who have tested positive, who have come from Myanmar. Their samples have been sent for genome sequencing, and right now the report has to come. All are waiting for the report. The situation could be worsened. Therefore, it's better to be alert, because in this fight against COVID, all have to be together. And the government hospital, the management of government hospital, the preparedness, the operational preparedness is one thing which has to be enhanced and has to be best, because this is the place where the first place where the patients come in large number in the initial days. We have seen rising number of cases in the Safdarjung and AIIMS hospital. Therefore, today, Union Health Minister took a stock of the situation. He was satisfied with the preparedness. He spoke to the media and stated that Safdarjung hospital is prepared. The beds are in adequate quantity, and be the ICU, be the ventilator, all have been set up here. If we talk about the medicine, because we have also seen the scarcity of medicines in the hospitals at the time of the pandemic. So right now, there's a stock of medicine. So right now we are prepared for any kind of situation if it arises in our country, if suddenly the cases rise. And therefore the mock drill is being conducted in all the hospitals, be it Safdarjung, be it AIIMS, be it RML, be it LNJP, Rajiv Gandhi, Felix Hospital, from where my colleague Madhurima is reporting from. All the hospitals are right now working on the preparedness and to their best, to the capacity to handle the situation if the cases arise. Back to you, Priyanka.
Well, absolutely, Harsha there getting us the details and updates as far as the Health Ministry is concerned, and how the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia himself is at the Safdarjung hospital and, of course, taking stock of the situation. We have our correspondents live with us from across the country. We have various of our reporters getting us our ground reports, of course, right now. Let me also bring in Gursimran from Jammu and Piyush Ori from New Delhi as well. But first to you, Gursimran. Speak to us about the kind of preparedness that we are seeing there in Jammu, how the authorities at the local level are also taking precautions to make sure that there is no surge in these kind of cases, and also the kind of mock drills that are being carried out today. Speak to us a little bit about that and show us the images of what's really happening there in Jammu as far as COVID-19 situation is concerned.
Priyanka, right now we are in the MCH hospital, Gandhinagar, which is one of the biggest facility when it comes to tackling the COVID-19. This hospital is a 200-bedded hospital where the mock drill is going on, and the mock drill is to ensure that all the parameters and all the machines that have been put in place, be it the oxygen supply 24/7, the monitors, the ventilator machines, are in a working position. Important to mention that Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory has witnessed only 3 cases in the past 24 hours, and there has not been a single case that has been reported in the Jammu region. But yes, the doctors are on the standby. They are ensuring that everything goes well and smooth to ensure that if there is a sudden rise in the COVID-19 situation, in the COVID-19 cases, they are well in a position to tackle the situation. Joined by me is Dr. Arun Sharma, Medical Superintendent of the MCH Hospital. Sir, how are the preparations going on? How you plan to take it forward? Will it be this kind of drills be going on regular basis now?
I think that we have to do the regular drills so that we keep away the epidemic of COVID patient coming to the hospital. This is the first time this Government of India has initiated for a all over India drill. We have been doing oxygen plant drills every month, which are being uploaded in Government of India website. So this day also today, on the directions of our Administrative Secretary Dr. Bhupender Kumar and Dr. Shashi Sudan Sharma, our Principal and Dean, Government Medical College Jammu, we have decided, they had decided that the 9 a.m. today on 27th we'll start the drill, wherein all the oxygen plants will be switched on. Already our oxygen plants have been working because we have got non-COVID neonates who are in ICUs admitted, and whole day we'll be doing the drill, and every hour the purity of oxygen will be checked, and that has to be uploaded on the website. Plus we have to check all our equipments which are inside the wards and our manpower status. We have upload. There is a detailed format available for Government of India. We have to upload that all on that website, and then they will identify if there are any gaps available in any hospital so that they can be filled. And if in case of any epidemic starting, we are not in a, we don't have gaps inside the hospital.
So a detailed report will be sent to the Union Health Ministry?
Yes, yes. It's already a website is there. COVID-19 mock drill website is there. On that website, all the facilities have to upload their details, the name of the facility, the district, the state, and then about the inventory, different equipment available, functional, non-functional, how many are functional, how many are non-functional, then oxygen plant detail, purity, every hour. That has to be uploaded on the website.
So, sir, what is the present status of your hospital? Is everything functional to 100%?
Yes, we have got 200 beds in this hospital. We have divided into 70-30 ratio. This floor you are seeing, we have got 64 beds, which can be increased to 80 beds. This has been kept exclusively for COVID. And rest 70% beds, we are having 90 admissions at present, which are all non-COVID. We can perform all kind of surgeries in operation theatres. We can do cesareans, normal deliveries. We have got ICUs for pediatric and neonatal patients. We are well equipped, and if the cases come and they increase, we can decrease the non-COVID beds, which can be taken care in SMGS hospital, and this can be a 200-bedded, full-fledged COVID hospital.
So, Priyanka, this is the kind of preparations they have done. If you go by the number of COVID cases in the Union Territory, they are just into double digits, but nothing to worry about. But yes, the hospital administration, the health department is all prepared to tackle the possible wave of the COVID-19, and this is the only hospital that tackles with the COVID-19 surgeries. They have performed over 150 surgeries during the COVID-19 pandemic, and now they are saying that they are all prepared to tackle any kind of situation, be it the ventilators, the monitors, the oxygen supplying machines. All have been put in place to ensure that if there is a surge in COVID-19 cases,
all right,
Gursimran,
well, they're getting us the details as far as Jammu is concerned. Gursimran, requesting you to stay on with us as we also get in a word from all of our colleagues who are joining us from across the nation. Of course, we have Ashwin joining us from Kerala, Prajwal joining us from Karnataka, Varshini from Chennai, Anirudh from Guwahati. Of course, we also have Harsha and Madhurima from the national capital, and also Piyush Ori. Piyush, to you now, you know, we have seen the kind of images in the national capital, and of course now we see that Mansukh Mandavia is on the ground taking stock of the situation. But speak to us a little bit about the kind of guidelines, the kind of decisions that are being taken by the government as well, keeping in mind the upsurge in the COVID-19 cases. So any further guidelines that we can also expect, because now we see these kind of mock drills that are being carried out, and the last mock drills that were being carried out in terms of COVID-19 was that of the vaccination drive as well, and now we see mock drills being carried out for oxygen supply, for beds, for ventilators as well. So speak to us a little bit about the condition there in the national capital as well, Piyush.
Images that came from Delhi in the year 2021, when due to the lack of preparation, due to the lack of oxygen, there were many cases that had come up, and that there were many deaths that had come up. Now, with the recent upsurge of cases due to the BF.7 variant in China, the authorities over here have also stood up, and now the preparation is being conducted to make sure that there is no other wave and no other destruction that was caused in 2021. I'm right now reporting from the Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Hospital, which is Delhi government's largest hospital, and over here the mock drill is expected to occur in an hour or so at around 12 o'clock, which is also going to be attended by the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. Now let me just tell you what exactly the preparation is here all about. There are over 450 hospitals over here, in which the 50 hospitals are for ICU beds. We are going to make you aware of all the preparations that are being done for COVID-19. In fact, over here also in the Lok Nayak Jayaprakash Hospital, stay tuned to Republic Media Network as Republic Reporters gives you update of all the preparations which is being done by the authorities to make sure that there is no another upsurge of COVID-19. Stay tuned to Republic Media Network.
Mr. Blanc, you're the world's greatest detective, right?
In your words, there has been a murder. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
Wow!
Well, I'm out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Lock the doors. Stay in your rooms. Everyone is in danger.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
It is important to keep your HbA1c in the target range of 6.5 to 7% to avoid complications.
With Beto's Diabetes Care program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
सोच रहा हूँ कमेंट्री ट्राई करूँ मैच का आखिरी बॉल तेज तूफानी डिलीवरी एक धमाकेदार शॉट और ये गया छक्का
छक्का नहीं टूटा आपके टाइल्स को चाहिए MY के लेटिक्रीट टाइल एडेसिव फॉर्मूला ऐसा कि अब टाइल न टूटेगा न छूटेगा
Welcome back, viewers. Here's some news in brief. Ahead of the Karnataka Assembly election scheduled next year, Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai met with the Union Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi. The meeting took place at Shah's residence, in which the BJP National President JP Nadda was also present. Salman Khurshid declares Rahul Gandhi as superhuman for wearing T-shirt in winters, also likens him to Lord Ram. CPIM-led LDF coalition convener EP Jayarajan is set to resign on allegations of graft charges. The allegations have been made by another tall Kannur leader, P. Jayarajan, and BJP has said that ED must investigate into the graft allegations, and Congress has demanded a judicial probe. Two Bangladeshi men were arrested from Kolkata's Newmarket area for allegedly assaulting two employees of a bar and vandalizing it on Christmas night. A nationwide mock drill will be conducted in all of the hospitals today to check the COVID-19 emergency preparedness in the country. The drill will be conducted in view of the rising COVID-19 cases in some countries, including China, the US, and some other countries as well. A mixer grinder blew up into pieces in Hassan in Karnataka. The incident that took place at a courier shop injured the owner, Shashi, grievously, where he was in fact sustaining various injuries to his arms and legs. Hassan SP and FSL team from Mysuru arrived at the spot and investigated the incident.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow,
Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
Guys, just 1 second. Choosing a car for my mom.
What? Online car shopping? Wow, that's so cool, yeah.
Shahrukh ने बताया.
Wait up. Booking a car service.
From here.
क्यों? तुझे शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया?
इसने पूछा ही नहीं. There's so much more जो शाहरुख ने नहीं बताया. It's all on the industry first My Hyundai app. Open a world of possibility with My Hyundai app. One app, many worlds.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, you get online doctor consultations, all your prescribed medicines and dietitian support on call. Get your complete diabetes management kit and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट कर, ग्रोथ का है चांस. डेट में है लो रिस्क, बात मेरी मान.
गोल्ड सिर्फ गोल्ड. भैया ने भी यही किया.
सुन सबकी, कर मल्टी, मतलब मल्टी एसेट एलोकेशन फंड्स, यानी 3-in-1 फंड. ये इक्विटी, डेट, गोल्ड तीनों में एक साथ इन्वेस्ट करें. म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है. योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेज ध्यान पूर्वक पढ़ें.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है. आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
Serbia has placed its combat troops on the border with Kosovo as the border row between the two escalates. Serbia and Kosovo are in a tense situation since the past few days, since the Serbian Prime Minister and President confirms about the situation. Serbia and Kosovo gained independence in the year 2008, but the border row escalates ever since. We'll have to wait and see whether the situation improves or will it worsen. Ignoring NATO's calls for calming down tensions between the two wartime foes, tensions between Serbia and Kosovo continues to escalate. Meanwhile, Serbia is taking all precautionary measures to protect its people in Kosovo. As tensions have further risen in the past weeks, efforts are being put up by NATO to mediate the situation. Bureau Report for Republic TV.
Slipping into a very short break here now, viewers, getting you updates on the other side of how there were 10 crew members, narcotics worth 300 crore rupees, arms and ammunition intercepted off the Gujarat coast at Dwarka. Getting you all the updates on the other side.
Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to long-term complications and damage your heart, eyes, kidney and nerves if remains untreated.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
क्या हुआ रोहन? क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया, पहली सैलरी मिली है. तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो. एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए?
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है.
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना. लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में.
एनपीएस में? रिया, अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है. इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है. वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं.
बात में तो दम है.
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है.
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ.
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं.
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं. एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है.
Imagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
तिहाड़ जेल की तस्वीरें हैं जहां पर श्रद्धा हत्याकांड का मुख्य आरोपी आफ्ताब को जो है सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर्स लेकर जाएंगे दिल्ली पुलिस, और दिल्ली पुलिस जो है वहां से आफ्ताब का वॉइस सैंपल लेने के बाद ये सत्यापित करेगी कि आखिर जो ऑडियो बरामद हुए हैं वो आफ्ताब के हैं या नहीं है।
Welcome back, viewers. Here's some news in brief from across the world. Serbia has placed its security troops on the border with Kosovo in the full state of combat readiness, ignoring NATO's call for calming down the tensions between the two wartime Balkan foes. And Serbia's interior minister, in fact, had said that he has ordered the full combat readiness of police and other security units. A second of Rohingya Muslims landed on a beach in Indonesia's northernmost province of Aceh, and they have been taken to the village hall and will be staying there while they receive help from residents, health workers and others. New York's governor has warned the people that the danger from a massive blizzard is not over yet, as communities near Buffalo brace for an additional foot of snow. Many have been reported to be dead across the region as well. Ukrainian soldiers built a mobile surveillance tower on top of a car to help them locate the targets for artillery strikes. Fighters of the 127th Territorial Defense Brigade, together with the volunteers, developed an 18-meter tower for adjusting artillery. Hundreds of flights have been delayed or cancelled at San Diego International Airport due to the winter storms across the U.S. The website said that Southwest Airlines had nearly 1,253 cancellations. Slipping into a very short break here now, viewers, getting you updates on the other side of how Shizan continues to change statements. Police sources now say that he's claiming Tunisha's family refused for marriage. And also getting you updates of how the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky discuss the Ukrainian conflict, as the latter dials up the Prime Minister to wish him a successful G20 presidency.
Another Pakistani drone has been shot down by the BSF nearby the Amritsar international border.
Car catching fire in Delhi's ITO area. Taliban flag has been hoisted in North Waziristan in Pakistan. North Waziristan has a heavy presence of the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan fighters.
Tonight, a murder will be committed. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game.
This is truly delightful. There has been a murder. For one person, this is not a game. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again.
You must be really great at clues.
I'm very bad at dumb things.
Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
For how long will you continue being tensed about the future? Pension can free you from future's tension. With LIC's new Pension Plus, make your own pension plan because this plan creates market-linked wealth for your future. Moreover, this plan comes with guaranteed additions and also offers various options for receiving pension so that you grow young and tension-free. LIC, har pal aapke saath.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, you get online doctor consultations, all your prescribed medicines and dietitian support on call. Get your complete diabetes management kit and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
Thanks for tuning in this Tuesday morning. We are live and breaking. Lots of news breaks lined up for you with the next half an hour, starting first with the top headlines this Tuesday morning. Tunisha Sharma's last rites to be conducted today, body handed over to the family after post-mortem. Shehzan continues to change statements. Police sources say he now claims Tunisha's family refused for marriage. Amid rising COVID cases in neighbouring countries, mock drills are held across the country to check COVID preparedness. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia visits Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital, takes stock of COVID mock drill. Ten crew members, narcotics worth 300 crore rupees, arms and ammunition intercepted off the Gujarat coast. Prime Minister Modi, Ukraine President discuss Ukraine conflict as the latter dials Prime Minister to wish a successful G20 presidency. Thanks for staying tuned to Republic. We start with breaking news coming in. This one in relation to the nasal COVID vaccine, which has been approved by the Health Ministry. We are now given to understand that the price of the nasal vaccine in private hospital has been fixed at 800 rupees plus 5% GST, which will be imposed. So those are some of the details that are just coming in. In fact, we're given to understand that the overall price of the nasal vaccine would be around 1,000 rupees for one nasal dose. Now remember, this has been recommended by the Health Ministry to be taken as a booster dose. In fact, it is India's first COVID vaccine in form of a nasal spray by Bharat Biotech, which has received its approval from the DGCI for emergency use authorization and is also now available on the CoWIN app. In fact, it can also be used as a booster for adults above 18 years of age. Harsha getting us those details that are just trickling in on the pricing of the nasal vaccine, which has been capped at 800 rupees plus 5% GST. So we can expect that vaccine to be available at private hospitals to cost at 1,000 rupees, which would be inclusive of the GST. Harsha, of course, joining us for more on that. Harsha, if you can take us through the details that you're picking up, what is known so far about this nasal vaccine, about the price cap, of course, and also how effective is this vaccine? Anything known so far about its efficacy?
Samisha, if we talk about the efficacy of nasal vaccine, so nasal vaccine, the research and study, and the entire thing went on for almost 1 year. Then the researchers submitted to the DCGI, and it got the approval from CDSCO, and after that it got the government nod. And we also have seen that it has been already uploaded in the CoWIN app. Now, price was one thing, Samisha. We all were talking about that. What will be the price of this nasal vax? Because it is intranasal, needle-less vaccine which will be put in the nostril. 4 drops in each nostril. In each of the nostril will be put of nasal wax. That means one person will get 8 drops of nasal wax as a booster or precautionary dose. Now the price has been put as 800 plus 5% GST, which comes approx to 1,000 rupees only, which the company was already asking. Company already quoted in front of the government that the price of the nasal wax should be 1,000 rupees. Though we are also being told that the government is still in talks with the manufacturer Bharat Biotech for more negotiation if the price could be lessened to an extent. But right now what we are understanding is that from next week nasal vaccine will be available in all the private hospital. It is already in the CoWIN portal app, and the rates will be 800 plus 5% GST, which comes approx 2,000 rupees. Though if price will be lessened or not lessened will be decided after a meeting between Bharat Biotech and the government panel, which is yet to be decided in this coming week. But right now we know that the price has been fixed, which is close to 1,000 rupees by Bharat Biotech. It is a heterologous vaccine, very effective, as Suchitra Ella of the managing director of Bharat Biotech is quoting that now they are also working on the specific variant vaccine as well. The research and study are also going on. But if we talk about nasal vax, it is very easy to use. It is intranasal, it is needle-less, so there's no need to put the needle. And as we also know that till now only 27% of the Indian population has received booster dose, or as we say precautionary dose. We have seen a trickle down situation, a slowdown in the booster dose. So this nasal wax comes as a big development by the government, so that if the nasal wax is introduced, it is easy to use as a booster dose. So more of the public could go with nasal vaccine. And as Suchitra Ella of Bharat Biotech was already quoting, it has got a wonderful response from the public. Therefore, private hospitals will initiate the first use of nasal vaccine in the new year from the next week onwards. Samiksha, back to you.
Harsha, stay with us. If you can give us more information as to at what temperature does it needs to be stored in, and from till what time can it be used once it's taken out from the refrigerator?
See, Samiksha, so this is entire vial. The one vial is used for 2 people. So if the vial is open, it has to be used amongst 2 people instantly. That means if I am along with someone, then the 2 of us will receive the nasal wax at the same time. It cannot happen that vial gets open, it will be used again later on. The vial, if open, the bottle, the vial which has almost 16 drops, because 8 drops will be per person. At that same time, the vial will be used and it will be disposed of. There's no storage once the vial cap is open, and it is stored in refrigerator at a very low temperature. So these are the details about nasal vaccine which we are getting, Samiksha.
Yes. Also, Harsha, if you could once again give us the highlights as to the kind of caution that the government has sounded, because from what we are given to understand that the approval has been given for this vaccine to be used only as a precautionary dose, especially only for those above the age of 18 years.
Exactly, it is for the people who are above 18 years use, because the research and study which was conducted, the clinical trial which were conducted was in the initial phase of the people who are 18 plus of age. It is only for the emergency purpose, only for the precautionary, and as a booster dose for any other purpose this vaccine cannot be used. And the children who are aged less than 18 should not be initiated to use this nasal vaccine as a precautionary or booster dose. For them already COVAX vaccine or Covishield, what they've already used, they have to go for that. Initially, it will only be given to the people who are plus 18 plus year of age, and later more clinical trials, Samisha, already being carried out among the age which is less than 18 years. But right now, only emergency purpose, and who are more than 18 plus, only to those nasal vaccine will be given. And we are expecting that the stock to the private hospital will be delivered in 2 to 3 days, and we can see that in another week the nasal vaccine will be started as a booster dose. And government is very hopeful that because it is needleless, because it is intranasal, more of the population will come and get this as a booster or precautionary dose, because already there's a BF.7 variant. Government is motivating people and doctors and asking experts to place in the public forum that it is the time when everyone should take booster or precautionary dose. The nasal vaccine comes as a very big development, and we have to look forward how the nasal vaccine get response from the public. Samiksha, back to you.
All right, Harsha, stay with us. In fact, let's also listen in to what the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia had to say while he was present at the Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital as the mock drill takes place in all the states today.
जिस तरह से कोविड की महामारी फैल रही है, उसको देखते हुए देश में कोविड की महामारी न फैले या तो कोविड के केस बढ़े, उसके लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी ने निर्देश दिया है कि हमें सतर्क रहना है, तैयारी करनी है। उसको देखते हुए लगातार भारत सरकार की ओर से कोविड आने वाले दिनों में देश में न फैले, उसके लिए तैयारी की जा रही है। सभी राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर के साथ विस्तार से बातचीत हुई है। देश के इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन के डॉक्टर मित्रों के साथ भी बातचीत हुई है, और आज सारे देश में जो कोविड ट्रीटमेंट देने वाली सभी अस्पताल में मॉक ड्रिल की जा रही है, ताकि हमारी सारी हॉस्पिटल कोविड केस देश में बढ़े तो संपूर्ण तरीके से तैयार रहे, ताकि देश के नागरिकों को दिक्कत ना रहे और उसको अच्छी तरह से ट्रीटमेंट मिल सके। आज सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मैंने प्रत्यक्ष आके कोविड वार्ड का निरीक्षण किया। जिस तरह से यहाँ व्यवस्था तैयार की गई है, वैसी ही व्यवस्था देश की सभी सरकारी अस्पताल में और प्राइवेट अस्पताल में भी तैयारी की जा रही है। आज सारे देश में सभी जगह में, चाहे प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल हो चाहे गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल हो, ड्रिल हो रही है। राज्य के हेल्थ मिनिस्टर उसको मार्गदर्शन कर रहे हैं, निरीक्षण कर रहे हैं। मैंने भी आज प्रत्यक्ष सफदरजंग अस्पताल में मॉक ड्रिल का निरीक्षण किया, और आने वाले दिनों में शायद कोविड के केस बढ़े तो उसके सामने पूरी तैयारी करना आवश्यक है।
So that's the word coming in from the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, who says that all medical facilities would be available in case there is another surge in COVID-19 cases in the country. This, of course, remarks come while he was part of that mock drill which happened at the Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital. For now, moving on to more newsbreak coming in, this one from Kerala. This is, of course, in relation to the infighting we are seeing in the CPIM. We are now given to understand that the CPIM-led LDF coalition convener EP Jayarajan is all set to resign on allegations of graft charges. So the CPIM leader, in fact, he's the CPIM-led LDF coalition convener EP Jayarajan, who is set to resign after he faces those serious charges of corruption. The allegation has been made by another leader of the party. Ashwin getting us those exclusive details. Ashwin, what do we know so far? This is, of course, coming in the backdrop of the infighting we are seeing within the CPIM.
Very interesting debate is going on between the cadres of the Communist Party of India, Marxist. After the State Secretary M.V. Govindan stated that it is time to clean up any corruption elements and people who are of the party members doing unlawful things. This comes at a time when the party suddenly realized that taking cue from what happened in Bengal and other states where even after continuing power for such a long time, there has been corruption, because of which people finally decided to let go of voting for the Communist Party. It is in this backdrop suddenly an allegation has been raised against E.P. Jayarajan, who is the LDF convener, the convener for the Left Democratic Front, which is ruling this currently ruling the state government. Now, the graph charges is that he owns a resort in Kannur, which is an Ayurvedic resort, and that there has been amount which has been wrongfully received by E.P. Jayarajan, and then this has been used. Now, this has been alleged by none other than another tall leader from Kannur, P. Jayarajan. And after this allegation came to forth, what was shocking for E.P. Jayarajan is that the leadership, in fact, decided to maintain silence over the issue. And this has, in fact, disturbed E.P. Jayarajan. But now, just 5-10 minutes ago, to a Malayalam channel, he has given the first response. E.P. Jayarajan has said he is leaving it to the people of Kerala to decide what has happened. But at the end of it, today there is a Politburo meeting that is happening in Delhi today, and this graph charges will also be decided. And although E.P. Jayarajan has offered that he will resign over this issue, the final decision will be made by the Politburo, in fact. So tough days for the CPM and for the Communist Party, as there is an infighting going on, mudslinging going on, all of them alleging each other have been involving in dubious, nefarious activities, including gold smuggling and other graft charges. But what needs to be seen, how will the CPM come out clean in this matter at all? Back to you.
Yes, Ashwin, also any word coming in so far from the state government, from the top brass, or are they still tight-lipped over the infighting and the corruption charges that their party leaders are facing?
Well, interesting that you asked that, because when Chief Minister of Kerala landed in Delhi today, in fact, the media in Delhi did ask Chief Minister about this specific, whether he is aware about what is happening in the state, to which he responded, in fact, stating that it's very cold in Delhi. So the Chief Minister has decided not to speak about it. And then again, when the press in Delhi did ask him, did push it, he said whatever needs to be spoken to the media will be spoken to the media. This was the only response which Chief Minister of Kerala has given. And this is, the state, the Chief Minister of Kerala. So that is the response on the top brass. But today, Politburo is definitely meeting in Delhi, and they have taken serious notice of this issue. Meanwhile, E.P. Jayarajan and his supporters has also alleged of graft charges by P. Jayarajan by stating that P. Jayarajan is in fact running a cohort of nefarious activities, including gold smuggling. And this is what has resulted in the response from the Congress as well as the BJP. BJP saying an enforcement directorate must come into this picture, as a serious allegation has been put forward, while the Congress has stated that there needs to be a judicial inquiry over this matter, as the charges and the allegations are very grave. So all in all, CPM and the Communist Party in the state of Kerala is definitely in a quagmire, and there has been a political advantage which the opposition is also taking in this regard.
That's right. Ashwin, thank you for the moment. We'll keep tracking that story very closely. Coming in from Kerala, where there is, of course, infighting brewing within the CPIM. And amid all this, the leader who's all set to resign as well. For now, moving on to another big story that we've been tracking since morning. News that came in from the national capital, where the senior veteran Congress leader Salman Khurshid has now declared Rahul Gandhi a superhuman for wearing a t-shirt in winters, also has likened him with Lord Ram. Now, comparison that has drawn criticism and backlash from the BJP, in which the BJP has now said that the Congress must apologize over these remarks that have come in from the veteran leader Salman Khurshid, where he says that Rahul Gandhi is no less than Lord Ram. He even goes on to He even went on to say that while people are out there freezing in cold and wearing jackets, the Gandhi sign is out there wearing T-shirts during his Bharat Jodo Yatra. On that note, let's listen into that soundbite of Salman Khurshid, where he drew that comparison of Rahul Gandhi with Lord Trump.
वो जिस रफ्तार से चलते हैं, जितने दिन से वो चले हैं, जिस तरह से हमको उनके पीछे पीछे साथ साथ चलना पड़ रहा है, तो हम तो ये मानते हैं कि वो रियली ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है। हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। अब तपस्या के लिए एक योगी कहीं बैठ गया, किसी गुफा में बैठ गया, एक योगी की तपस्या के लिए, तो आप इस बात की बात कह रहे हैं कि वो दूसरी गुफा में तो गए नहीं। ऐसा है। आप तो जानते हैं भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेके चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाव पहुंच गई है, तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे, ये हमारा विश्वास है।
Now, a lot of reactions have been coming in since early morning with the opposition training guns at the opposition. Let's listen into one such reaction. This one coming in from Brajesh Pathak.
मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम की तुलना किसी भी व्यक्ति से नहीं हो सकती। उन्होंने भारत माता को साथ जिन लोगों ने जन्म लिया है, उनको किस प्रकार के संस्कार होने चाहिए, वो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम जी के जीवन से हमें सीख मिलती है। जबकि राहुल गांधी पूरी तरह से कांग्रेस पार्टी मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम राम के आचरणों के विपरीत आचरण उनका प्रारंभ काल से ही रहा है। ये दुखद है, मैं इसको बहुत ही गलत मानता हूँ। उन्होंने अतिरेक में अतिशयोक्ति के कारण या किस प्रकार का मुझे पता नहीं, लेकिन ये दुखद है।
Congress leader Salman Khurshid, in his attempt to do sycophancy, has compared Rahul Gandhi to Bhagwan Shri Ram and himself to Bharat. And this is the same Congress party, ironically, which doubted even the existence of Shri Ram and gave an affidavit in court saying that Shri Ram does not exist, that Shri Ram is a mythical character. This is the kind of rhetoric that the Congress party used. Today, the Congress party, which was doing secularism ka Rom, has come down to doing Ram and is going Mandir in order to present itself as the biggest Hindu. But in their attempt to be a Chunavi Hindu, time and again they insult and they try to stoke the feelings of Hindus by making such kinds of comparisons and comments. This is the same Congress party which time and again assaults the feeling of Hindus, and they should apologize. Salman Khurshid should apologize for this kind of ridiculous.
All right, moving on to more news break coming in. This one from the national capital. The news break, this one coming in from the national capital, where 14 COVID positive patients who had returned from abroad have been now admitted to the Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital. Their samples have been sent for genome sequencing. We'll go across to Harsha as well, who's getting us those breaking updates. 14 international travelers who've tested positive for COVID-19. Harsha, if you could give us more details on the 14 COVID patients who we understand have a history of traveling abroad, who are now admitted at the Safdarjung Hospital.
Actually, Samisha, we are learning that these are not the patients who have arrived today. These are the patients who have arrived 2 to 3 days back from Delhi International Airport and were sent to different hospitals. So, if we talk about Safdarjung, there are 14 COVID positive international patients, international passengers who came from different countries. The infected countries basically were admitted in Safdarjung Hospital. The samples have been sent for genome sequencing. Right now, if we talk about the MS, what BL Sherwal exactly quoted to us, he has said that they have come 2 to 3 days before the samples were taken. They all were asymptomatic. They were not the symptomatic passengers. They had no symptoms of COVID or influenza-like symptoms, but still the samples were taken because their results tested positive when the RT-PCR tests were conducted at the international airport. Right now, they are admitted in Safdarjung Hospital. They are being seen and looked after, but when the genome sequencing will be done, and it will be known that they don't have the BF.7 variant, and after 5 5 days. If the report again comes negative, they will be discharged from Safdarjung Hospital. But till now, there are 14 COVID positive international passengers who are admitted in Safdarjung Hospital in the COVID specialized ward. Samiksha.
Yes, also Harsha, if you could tell us more about these mock drills which are happening in the national capital, in several of these private hospitals as well as government hospitals. How is the situation looking like, talking about the medical facilities, be it the beds, the oxygen cylinders, in case there is yet another surge in COVID-19 cases?
Exactly, Samiksha, if you talk about the preparedness, the operational preparedness, which the stock of the situation, for seeing the stack of the situation, the Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya himself came to Safdarjung Hospital from where I am reporting. As if we show you that gate, there's the inside oxygen cylinders are kept. And if I give you the larger view of this place where I'm standing, the makeshift COVID hospital has been made. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya reached Safdarjung Hospital at around 10 a.m. and he clearly after talking to the MS saw exactly the preparation what Safdarjung Hospital has done, because these were the government hospital where in the initial phase of pandemic 1 and 2 we saw how the situation went out of control. They had no oxygen cylinder, no concentrator, no beds. There was scarcity of all these. But right now, we have seen that they have adequate amount of bed, oxygen cylinder and concentrators. This is a triage ward. They have the 16 beds over here. And there's another SARI ward, which is the highly specialized COVID ward, which has the ICU, ventilator, BiPAP, SpO2 and other equipments as well, which is for the patient who are symptomatic and who require oxygen at a larger level and who are serious patients. So 44 dedicated beds is in this area today, where Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya came to take a stock of the situation, and there are 162 other beds which is in the dedicated COVID care facility in Safdarjung Hospital. It is the time when India is prepared. It is the time when all the government and private hospitals are prepared, because if the situation gets worse, there should not be the lack of facility, not the lack of beds. There should be adequate amount of medicine and nurses and doctors and the PG and senior residents, because at the time of COVID we saw there was lack of these teachers, doctors, the trained nurses and staff as well. Therefore, this has to be made adequate at this particular time only, because we are seeing many international passengers who are coming from different countries who have tested COVID positive and are admitted in different hospitals from RML to Safdarjung. So it is very important that the preparedness should be up to the mark. Therefore, we have seen in Safdarjung that there are 44 beds, the oxygen cylinders are here, the concentrators are here, and everything is made available. And today in the mock drill, Union Health Minister was shown that if the patient comes, how he will be treated and how symptomatic and asymptomatic patients will be kept in different wards. Samiksha, back to you.
All right, Harsha, we leave it at that. We'll keep coming back to you. So, Harsha, they're reporting live from the Safdarjung Hospital in the national capital, the same hospital where the Union Health Minister had also visited to be part of the mock drill and take stock of the medical facilities being provided for the patients. And for now, moving on to more breaking news coming in. This one in relation to the details we are getting on the Tunisha's death case. Remember, the probe is still on. Accused Shehzan is, of course, in the dock over the charges he's facing, as has been leveled by the family members of Tunisha Sharma. We'll go across to Sandeep as well to get us the latest that he's picking up. But what we're given to understand in the latest is that the key accused and the co-star Shehzan broke down during the interrogation that was happening. It is also informed by sources that accused is changing theories behind the breakup of the two. Now remember, several such details that we've accessed in the last 48 hours, which states that the duo had allegedly broken up just days before Tunisha Sharma was forced to take that extreme step. In fact, not just that, we're also given to understand that just 15 minutes before Tunisha allegedly died by suicide, there was a conversation between the accused Shehzan and Tunisha Sharma. So a lot of information that is pouring in as far as the probe into Tunisha Sharma's death case is concerned. Of course, also remember that we've also been speaking to the family and friends of Tunisha Sharma, who state that she was a very jovial girl. She was doing professionally quite well. And the very fact that she was not in fact speaking to a lot of people over the past few days just before she committed that suicide. In fact, we have a lot of reactions as well coming in. Let's listen into that exclusive conversation we had, my colleague had with Komal Soni.
हम हमेशा खुश रहती थी, हैप्पी मूड में रहती थी हमेशा। बट जैसे कि अभी काफ़ी टाइम से कुछ पता नहीं चल पा रहा था कि मतलब उनके मन में भी ऐसा कुछ चल सकता है क्या, इतना कुछ आइडिया नहीं था मुझे, क्योंकि काफ़ी हमेशा जब भी उनको देखा स्माइली देखा था। लेकिन अभी कुछ रिसेंटली डेज़ में मतलब जैसे कि मुझसे पहले एकदम हंस के और एकदम खुशी से बात करती थी, अभी कुछ डेज़ में वो एकदम काम से काम अदरवाइज़ बात नहीं कर रही थी ज़्यादा। मतलब जितना काम उतनी बात थी उनकी, ज़्यादा कुछ बात नहीं कर रही थी।
मतलब आमतौर पे एक ऐसा होता है कि जो एक्टर होते हैं थोड़ा स्टेटस मेंटेन करते हैं, थोड़ा सा वो एक एटीट्यूड दिखाते हैं, क्या
वही लगा था मुझे कि जैसे कि एटीट्यूड में है अभी तो, बट बाद में उभर के आई ना वो चीज़ उनकी डेथ के बाद में कि शायद वो एटीट्यूड नहीं था,
वो कुछ और था, कुछ और स्ट्रेस था, तनाव था उनको।
जी।
ये तनाव किस बात का हो सकता है? क्योंकि जिस तरीके से जो उनकी मदर है, तुनिशा की माँ है, वो तो खुल के कह रही हैं, उनके परिवार के लोग कह रहे हैं कि वो रिलेशनशिप में थी और उनको शिजान ने धोखा दिया। तो शिजान के बारे में ज़रूर पूछूंगी मैं कि दोनों के कनेक्शंस कैसे थे, दोनों का आपस में कोऑर्डिनेशन कैसा था, बातचीत कैसी थी?
काफ़ी अटैचमेंट था उन दोनों में, मतलब कि वो रूम्स अलग अलग होते थे प्रोडक्शन की तरफ से दोनों के, बट वो दोनों एक ही रूम में रहते थे और अंदर से हमेशा लॉक्ड रहता था अक्सर रूम। और एज अ असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर तो मेरा काम होता था उन लोग को बुलाने जाने के लिए, जैसे कि सेट पे अगर चाहिए आर्टिस्ट तो मुझे बुलाने जाना होता था, तो अक्सर उनका लॉक्ड ही मिलता था रूम। और काफ़ी हद तक शिजान मुझ पे कई बार पे चिढ़ भी गए थे कि मतलब बार बार आ रही है, तो ऐसा चिढ़ जाते थे, जबकि मैं हाथ तो हाथ नहीं जाती थी, 5 या 10 मिनट की गैप पे जाती थी मैं, तो भी मुझसे चिढ़ जाते थे वो।
यानी कि आपका काम था दोनों को बुला करके सेट पर लेकर के आना, इससे शिजान चिढ़ते थे। चिढ़ने की वजह क्या थी?
वो तो मैं नहीं बोल सकती, बट वो चिढ़ जाते थे मुझसे, आई डोंट नो क्यों चिढ़ते थे।
मतलब कि आपने डिस्टर्ब कर दिया इसलिए?
शायद।
कभी ऐसा लगा दोनों का, चूंकि एज गैप था, वो 28 साल के थे और तुनिशा काफ़ी कम एज की थी, तो इस एज गैप का फैक्टर भी दिखता था क्या आपको, या दोनों के बिहेवियर में सबसे ज़्यादा सीरियस कौन लगता था रिलेशनशिप को लेकर?
वो चीज़ नहीं बोल सकते क्योंकि वो पर्सनल था, जैसे कि सीरियस है या नहीं है वो अंदाज़ा नहीं लगा सकते, क्योंकि प्यार के अंदर ये नहीं दिखता कि कौन ज़्यादा क्या है, सबका अलग अलग नेचर होता है।
तुनिशा का किस तरह से अट्रैक्शन था शिजान को लेकर के?
काफ़ी ज़्यादा ही अटैचमेंट था, मतलब अगर जिस दिन सेट पे नहीं भी आते थे तो वीडियो कॉल चलती रहती थी कंटिन्यू उन लोग की। जी।
आपको पूरे केस को देखकर ऐसा लगता है क्या कि तुनिशा जैसी लड़की सुसाइड कर सकती है? क्योंकि पुलिस तो अब अलग अलग एंगल पे छानबीन कर रही है, सबसे पूछताछ कर रही है, सेट पर मौजूद लोगों से भी कर रही है और जो दोस्त हैं उनकी उनसे भी पूछताछ कर रही है। आपको क्या लगता है पूरी घटना को देख करके, पूरा जो दोनों का रिलेशनशिप रहा है उसको देख कर?
लगता नहीं है कि तुनिशा कभी ऐसे सुसाइड कर सकती थी, बिकॉज एकदम हमेशा हैप्पी मूड में रहने वाली लड़की ऐसा कर जाएगी, किसी को अंदाज़ा नहीं था।
All right, Sandeep has been getting us all those details into the probe in Tunisha Sharma's death case. Sandeep, anything latest that you're learning as far as the probe into the case is concerned? Because we now understand that the accused is constantly changing the statements he's giving to the police.
So yes, he shows that, he is sad, and in fact, he's upset with the fact that Tunisha is no more. But at this point of time, he is giving some different statement. On one hand, yesterday, one of the police officials mentioned that he says that, we broke up because both the family members of Tunisha and as well as his family members were not in the favor of this relationship. Apart from that, police also mentions that there was a huge age gap between both of them, and that is the reason they broke up. Back-to-back update on India's topmost story of Tunisha's suicide case. Stay tuned to Republic TV.
In association with Bisleri Limonata.
Your favorite service provider, 10, which gets you the best of entertainment, is back with something very special.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो।
Your 3 favorite movie channels are bringing in super blockbuster films with features like wider picture and crystal clear sound straight to your home.
Wow. Oh, I love that expression.
To subscribe to your favorite channels, contact your local cable TV operator today or call 10 toll-free number 1-800-419-2020 now.
It is important to keep your HbA1c in the target range of 6.5 to 7% to avoid complications.
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
Top headlines at 11:30. Tunisha Sharma's last rites to be conducted today. Body handed over to the family after the post-mortem. Shehzan continues to change statements. Police sources say he now claims Tunisha's family refused for marriage. Amid rising COVID cases in neighbouring countries, mock drills held across India to check COVID preparedness. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia visits Safdarjung Hospital, takes stock of COVID mock drill. 10 crew members, narcotics worth 300 crore rupees, arms and ammunition intercepted off the Gujarat coast. Ukraine President discussed Ukraine conflict as the latter dials up Prime Minister to wish him a successful G20 presidency. And we start with breaking news coming in. This one from Gujarat, where a BSF Jawan was allegedly killed in the state by family members of a boy who he accosted for allegedly uploading a video of his minor daughter online. Now, this is as per the police. The BSF personnel was identified as Melaji Vagela. In fact, we are now given to understand he died on the spot after he was allegedly attacked with sticks and sharp weapons, reportedly by the youth's family on 24th of December. So this incident which happened on 24th of December when the BSF Jawan was allegedly killed by the family members of a boy whom the Jawan had accosted for allegedly uploading a video of his minor daughter online. In fact, more details that are just coming in of how the BSF personnel was attacked with sticks and sharp weapons by the family of the youth. Priyanka joining us live to get us more details. Priyanka, if you could give us more details of this incident, which happened, of course, on 24th of December. The BSF Jawan, we understand he died on the spot after he was reportedly attacked with sticks and sharp objects.
Well, that's right, Samiksha. This is the latest as far as the Gujarat BSF Jawan is concerned. His name was Meljiva. In fact, we are now seeing the details in the FIR copy that has been accessed by us. This is an incident of Nadiyad, and the police officials have also come out and clarified that this was a personal enmity that Meljiva had with the accused and the family members, because there was apparently a video of his daughter that had been made viral by a youth there in Nadiyad itself by the name of Shailesh, who is also one of the accused. He and his family members had been confronted by the BSF Jawan upon this video going viral of his daughter, post which we see the kind of spur-of-the-moment fight that had broken out between the BSF Jawan and the family members of Shailesh. And essentially what had happened was the family members and Shailesh, in fact, then had overpowered the BSF Jawan and had, in the spur of the moment, also had killed him, because the physical altercation, in fact, had gone a little too far, is something that the police has also said. But of course, as far as the FIR is concerned, the sections under 302, 307, 323, 504, in fact, have also been levied in this FIR. As far as the accused are concerned, all of them have been taken into custody by the police official, and further investigation into this matter is also being carried out. But the police essentially confirming that this was a personal enmity because of which this kind of an incident has taken place, and specifically that there was a spur of the moment fight that had broken out between the BSF Jawan and these accused, because of which this kind of death probe, in fact, is also being carried out in the murder of the BSF Jawan, that is Mirjibai. Shaniksha.
Yes, Priyanka, just stay with us. We have that soundbite of the SP as well of the area. Let's listen in on what he had to say.
डेप्यूटी सुप्रिंटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस नरिया डिवीजन चकलासी के पुलिस थाने के वनीपुरा गांव में तारीख 24 की रात को 10 बजे के आसपास मेलाजी डाया भाई वाघेला करके जो शख्स है वो अपनी पत्नी मंजुला बहन, अपने लड़के नवदीप, हनुमंता और भतीजे चिराग के साथ शैलेश यादव करके एक जो युवान है उसके घर पर गए थे। शैलेश यादव ने जो कंप्लेनेंट है मंजुला बहन, उनकी जो शगीर भाई की जो बेटी है उसका एक वीडियो वायरल किया था। उसी सिलसिले में वो लोग उसके साथ कुछ बातचीत करने के लिए गए थे, लेकिन तभी जो शैलेश के पिताजी है दिनेश भाई और उसके चाचा अरविंद भाई और दिनेश के पिताजी छबा भाई और उनका अरविंद भाई का लड़का सचिन, साथ में भावेश और अरविंद भाई की पत्नी कैलाश बहन और शांता बहन, वो सब वहाँ पर ताप रहे थे। और उसी दौरान ये लोग वहाँ बातचीत करने के लिए पहुँचे, तब ये लोग ने यकायक ये जो मंजुला बहन है उनके पति मेलाजी जो BSF में सर्विस करते उन पर हमला कर दिया और धारिया है, लकड़ी है या फावड़ा है, उस जैसे सब हथियारों से हमला कर दिया, जिसमें मेलाजी डाया भाई जो है उनके सर पर और शरीर पर, बदन पर काफ़ी गंभीर चोटें आई, जिसकी वजह से उनकी जगह पर ही मौत हो गई थी। जबकि उनका लड़का जो नवदीप है वो गंभीर प्रकार से घायल हुआ था, जिसको अस्पताल में ले जाया गया और हाल उसकी ट्रीटमेंट चालू है। इसी सिलसिले में चकलासी थाने में एक कंप्लेंट दर्ज की गई है। IPC सेक्शन 302, 307, 323, 504, 143, 147, 148, 149 के तहत कंप्लेंट रजिस्टर करके पुलिस ने तहकीकात आरंभ की है। तहकीकात थाना इंचार्ज चकलासी PSI कर रहे हैं और इस सिलसिले में FSL फिंगरप्रिंट एक्सपर्ट वगैरह की भी मदद ली गई है और साथ में ही पुलिस ने इस काम में जो अक्यूज थे, सारे अक्यूज, सातों सात अक्यूज को पुलिस ने अरेस्ट कर लिया है।
Right, Priyanka, of course, continues to be with us. Priyanka, so what is known so far is that the BSF Jawan was attacked by 7 people with sharp objects. How is it that nobody came to the rescue of this BSF Jawan who died on the spot when he was attacked with these sharp objects? All right, we'll try and connect with Priyanka again, but just to give a recap of what is known so far, this incident which happened on December 24th when the BSF Jawan was killed in Kheda, we understand, by the family members of a boy who the Jawan accosted for allegedly uploading a video of his minor daughter online. The BSF Jawan, we understand, he died on the spot after he was attacked with sticks and sharp weapons by a group of 7 people. We are also given to understand that 7 family members, including 2 women, have been arrested on charges of murder and rioting and have been sent to judicial custody. Let's once again listen into that soundbite of the SP.
वाजपेयी डेप्यूटी सुप्रिंटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस नरिया डिवीजन चकलासी के पुलिस थाने के वनीपुरा गांव में तारीख 24 की रात को 10 बजे के आसपास मेलाजी डाया भाई वाघेला करके जो शख्स है वो अपनी पत्नी मंजुला बहन, अपने लड़के नवदीप, हनुमंता और भतीजे चिराग के साथ शैलेश यादव करके एक जो युवान है उसके घर पर गए थे। शैलेश यादव ने जो कंप्लेनेंट है मंजुला बहन, उनकी जो शगीर भाई की जो बेटी है उसका एक वीडियो वायरल किया था। उसी सिलसिले में वो लोग उसके साथ कुछ बातचीत करने के लिए गए थे, लेकिन तभी जो शैलेश के पिताजी है दिनेश भाई और उसके चाचा अरविंद भाई और दिनेश के पिताजी छबा भाई और उनका अरविंद भाई का लड़का सचिन, साथ में भावेश और अरविंद भाई की पत्नी कैलाश बहन और शांता बहन, वो सब वहाँ पर ताप रहे थे। और उसी दौरान ये लोग वहाँ बातचीत करने के लिए पहुँचे। तब ये लोग ने यकायक ये जो मंजुला बहन है उनके पति मेला जी जो BSF में सर्विस करते हैं उन पर हमला कर दिया और धारियाँ है, लकड़ी है या फावड़ा है, उस जैसे सब हथियारों से हमला कर दिया, जिसमें मेला जी डाया भाई जो है उनके सर पर और शरीर पर, बदन पर काफ़ी गंभीर चोटें आई, जिसकी वजह से उनकी जगह पर ही मौत हो गई थी। जबकि उनका लड़का जो नवदीप है वो गंभीर प्रकार से घायल हुआ था, जिसको अस्पताल में ले जाया गया और हाल उसकी ट्रीटमेंट चालू है। इसी सिलसिले में चकलासी थाने में एक कंप्लेंट दर्ज की गई है। IPC सेक्शन 302, 307, 323, 504, 143, 147, 148, 149 के तहत कंप्लेंट रजिस्टर करके पुलिस ने तहकीकात आरंभ की है। तहकीकात थाना इंचार्ज चकलासी PSI कर रहे हैं और इस सिलसिले में FSL फिंगरप्रिंट एक्सपर्ट वगैरह की भी मदद ली गई है। और साथ में ही पुलिस ने इस काम में जो अक्यूज थे, सारे अक्यूज, सातों सात अक्यूज को पुलिस ने अरेस्ट कर लिया है।
Right, slipping into a very short break for now, but news breaks to continue on the other side. We'll get you details of the probe into Tunisha Sharma's death case. Also, amid rising cases of COVID-19 in neighbouring countries, mock drills conducted across the country to check COVID preparedness.
एक दिन मैं सोते सोते गिर गया और मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ। पता है किसने किया? घोस्ट ने। वो हर बार मुझे बचा लेता है। मिलोगे?
अरे कोई घोस्ट नहीं, रोनी के पापा ही हैं जो उसे सेफ रखते हैं। जैसे हैवेल्स लाइफ शील्ड वायर्स जो दिखते नहीं पर घर को सेफ रखते हैं, ना आग पकड़े न जहरीली गैस छोड़े, वायर्स दैट डोंट कैच फायर।
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, NPS में।
NPS में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
NPS कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना NPS अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। NPS में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
सामने फ्यूल पंप है, वहां से ले लें।
जी सर, फ्यूल तो पिछले पंप में भी मिल जाता, इंडियन ऑयल में ऐसा क्या है?
कुछ है स्पेशल, खुद ही देख लेना।
स्पेशल?
अरे इंडियन ऑयल की तो बात ही कुछ और है।
जरा देखिए, फ्यूल तो बराबर डाल रहे हैं ना।
अरे यहाँ कंप्लीट ऑटोमेशन है, मतलब प्योर और पूरा दोनों ही। इन सेंट्रली मॉनिटर्ड मशीन्स की एक एक रीडिंग का हिसाब है यहाँ पर। क्या हुआ?
सर बिल।
बिल हो गया।
वाह सर।
क्या था ना, इंडियन ऑयल की बात ही कुछ और है। इंडियन ऑयल, पहले इंडियन फिर ऑयल।
With Beto's Diabetes Care Program, you get online doctor consultations, all your prescribed medicines and dietitian support on call. Get your complete diabetes management kit and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care Program. Give a missed call on 740-1100.
इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट कर, ग्रोथ का है चांस।
डेट में है लो रिस्क, बात मेरी मान।
गोल्ड सिर्फ गोल्ड, भैया ने भी यही किया।
सुन सबकी, कर मल्टी, मतलब मल्टी एसेट एलोकेशन फंड्स, यानी 3-in-1 फंड। ये इक्विटी, डेट, गोल्ड तीनों में एक साथ इन्वेस्ट करें। म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेज ध्यान पूर्वक पढ़ें।
And on to other big story that we are tracking, veteran Congress leader Salman Khurshid, who has sparked yet another controversy with his latest remarks in which he likened Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. He even went on to say that even as people are out there freezing in cold temperature, wearing jackets, Rahul Gandhi, who's out there on the roads, going ahead with his Bharat Jodo Yatra, wearing just a mere t-shirt. In fact, not just this, he even went on to say that Rahul Gandhi is no less than Lord Ram, and a statement that has drawn widespread criticism from across the board. A lot of reactions as well coming in, but before we play out those reactions, let's once again listen in to that soundbite of Salman Khurshid, where he likened Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram. Also, a lot of more reactions coming in. Let's just play those out.
एक मन स्थिति होती है व्यक्ति की, और जो सुपर नेचुरल पावर को याद करता है, कंटेक्ट करता है, सुपर नेचुरल पावर रिवील भी करती है। तो बीच में कोई किसी की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये जो बिचौलियों की ज़रूरत नहीं है, ये बिचौलिए बनते हैं। बिचौलिए बन करके, यानी भगवान अगर कड़कड़ में है तो इन बिचौलियों की ज़रूरत क्या है? तो ये सब नकली राम भक्त हैं, असली तो कांग्रेस ही है।
Reactions there coming in after those remarks that were made by Salman Khurshid, where he said that Rahul Gandhi is doing a tapasya no less than a sannyasi, calling him a yogi. Not just this, he even went on to say that Rahul Gandhi is like Lord Ram. Additionally, the Congress leader also went on to say that Rahul Gandhi is going ahead with his Bharat Jodo Yatra, wearing t-shirts in the freezing temperature. Let's just play out that soundbite of Salman Khurshid once again.
वो जिस रफ्तार से चलते हैं, जितने दिन से वो चले हैं, जिस तरह से हमको उनके पीछे पीछे साथ साथ चलना पड़ रहा है, तो हम तो ये मानते हैं कि वो रियली ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है। हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। अब तपस्या के लिए एक योगी कहीं बैठ गया, किसी गुफा में बैठ गया एक योगी की तपस्या के लिए, तो आप इस बात की बात कह रहे हैं कि वो दूसरी गुफा में तो गए नहीं। ऐसा है। आप तो जानते हैं भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेके चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर
बेईमान पापी आप का सच उजागर किया भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने। उसी कड़ी में कट्टर बेईमान कौन है देश जान गया है, लेकिन कट्टर बेईमान के साथ कट्टर पापी परिवार भी है भारत में। ये जो कट्टर पापी परिवार है, इसका काम केवल एक है, किस तरह से भ्रष्टाचार करना, अपनी तिजोरी भरना। हमारे जो किसान हैं, उनकी जमीन हड़पना और दामाद रॉबर्ट वाड्रा को दे देना। और ये प्रेस वार्ता इसलिए अहम है क्योंकि जब ये बात उठती है राजनीतिक गलियारों में, बार बार कहा जाता है ये तो राजनीतिक आरोप है। आज जो आपके समक्ष हम रखेंगे, ये केवल आरोप नहीं है। राजस्थान हाईकोर्ट ने जो रॉबर्ट वाड्रा की कंपनी है, जिसमें रॉबर्ट वाड्रा और उनकी माताजी पार्टनर्स हैं, वो राजस्थान हाईकोर्ट गए थे बीकानेर में जब कांग्रेस की सरकार थी, तो फर्जी अलॉटमेंट हुआ जमीन का, जिसके मैं आपको सारे डिटेल्स अभी साझा करूंगा। और उसके बाद सीबीआई और ईडी की जांच की शुरुआत हुई। जो भी कदम उठाए गए हैं ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार के समय में हुए हैं, चाहे वो केंद्र में हो चाहे वो प्रदेश में हो। और ये जो फर्जी अलॉटमेंट हुए हैं, किसानों की जमीन हड़पी गई है, ये जब राजस्थान में कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार थी उस समय का है। मैं आपको सबसे पहले दिखाना चाहता हूं राजस्थान हाईकोर्ट में स्काईलाइट हॉस्पिटैलिटी। स्काईलाइट हॉस्पिटैलिटी, जैसा मैंने आपको कहा, एक एलएलपी है और कोई बात छिपी ना रहे और कोई तथ्य काटा ना जाए, इसलिए दिखा दूं। ये जजमेंट में है और जब न्यायालय का जजमेंट होता है तो वो तथ्यों के आधार पे है, गलत नहीं होगा। इसमें लिखा है द पिटिशनर स्काईलाइट एलएलपी ऑफ विच रॉबर्ट वाड्रा एंड हिज मदर वर पार्टनर्स। क्या मांगा इन्होंने? चार्जशीट दाखिल करी सीबीआई ने और ईडी जांच कर रहा था, तो इनकी प्रेयर जो है वो मैं आपको बता दूं। इन्होंने कहा द कोर्ट में क्वॉश द इन्वेस्टिगेशन, ये प्रेयर नंबर ए है, मैं पढ़ देता हूं। The respondents may kindly be directed to place on record the ECIR and the same may be ordered to be quashed insofar as it relates to the petitioner. Petitioner जो है वो स्काईलाइट हॉस्पिटैलिटी है, मैंने आपको दिखा दिया, और एक महेश नागर हैं, इनके बारे में मैं अभी विस्तार में आपको बताऊंगा। लेकिन न्यायालय ने क्या कहा, और ये बात भारतीय जनता पार्टी अक्सर कहती है। आप बार बार कहते हैं कि राजनीतिक द्वेष से ये आरोप लगाए जाते हैं। नेशनल हेराल्ड केस हो, हरियाणा में जब इनकी सरकार थी तो वहां पे भी एक जमीन का घोटाला करके किसानों की जमीन हड़प ली थी। राजस्थान में जब इनकी सरकार पहले रही तो ये मामला तब का है। हम कहते हैं आप न्यायालय जाइए, तथ्यों के आधार पे अपनी बात रखिए, और अगर राजनीतिक द्वेष से मामले आपके खिलाफ किए जा रहे हैं तो सब रद्द हो जाने चाहिए। उस पर कभी उत्तर नहीं आता है। और मैं न्यायालय का जो ऑब्जर्वेशन और जो डिसीजन है वो आपके समक्ष रखता हूं। बिल्कुल स्पष्ट लिखा है, कॉन्सिक्वेंटली द प्रेजेंट पिटिशंस डू नॉट मेरिट एक्सेप्टेंस एंड द सेम आर अकॉर्डिंगली डिसमिस्ड। ये जो तथ्य मैंने आपके समक्ष रखे, 3 अहम बिंदु, स्काईलाइट का नाम दिखाया, रॉबर्ट वाड्रा उनकी माताजी इस कंपनी में थी। मैंने आपको दिखाया उनकी ये दरख्वास्त थी न्यायालय से कि आप पूरे मामले को रद्द करें, और न्यायालय ने फैसला किया कि हम आपकी बात से सहमत नहीं है, ये रद्द नहीं हो सकता, ये गंभीर मामला है। आज चीख चीख कर प्रमाण ये कह रहे हैं कि तुम पापी परिवार हो, तुम भ्रष्टाचारी हो, और ये कहना गलत नहीं होगा। पहले वीवीआईपी कल्चर का दाग किसी ने लगाया था तो यही दामाद थे जिनको भारत का दामाद बताया जा रहा था। वो वीवीआईपी कल्चर का दाग था। आज भ्रष्टाचारी किसानों की जमीन
Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to long-term complications and damage your heart, eyes, kidney and nerves if remains untreated.
With Beto's Diabetes Care program, get online doctor consultation, all your prescribed medicines and a dietitian consultation. Get a free glucometer and expert advice with Beto's Diabetes Care program. Give a missed call on 740 1100.
India welcomes those who further India's pride across the globe. Indian diaspora, partners of New India's growth journey in Amrit Kaal. Come and be a part of the 17th Pravasi Bharati Divas from 8th to 10th January 2023 at Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India. For registration, log on to pbdindia.gov.in.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels. ArcelorMittal, Nippon Steel India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Yeah, Ajay, look at your dad. Will we be the same at his age?
Absolutely yes, if we plan our future like him.
How?
My father had invested in LIC's Jawan Akshay, which gives immediate and guaranteed annuity at regular intervals, that too for life.
Wow. But do we have to wait until his age?
Absolutely not. We recently invested in LIC's new Jawan Shanti, which gives deferred annuity, which means regular income after some years.
I see.
LIC.
LIC's annuity plans give 10 annuity options and flexibility in receiving regular income. LIC, हर पल आपके साथ.
Magnificent picture, magnificent sound, magnificent experience. Magnifique. High performance TVs by Aiwa Japan. Now in India.
सबसे पहले तो प्रश्न नंबर 1 यही होगा, अशोक गहलोत जी ऐसी क्या मजबूरियां रही? ये नत्थाराम और हरिराम तो थे ही नहीं, और आपने जो व्यक्ति था ही नहीं उसको किसानों की जमीन दे दी। इसके बाद एक पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी होल्डर दिखाया गया, उसका नाम था कुगनगर।
In association with Distillery Limonata.
Reimagineering brighter futures with smarter steels.
বাইরে সিকিউরিটি আর নিজের বাড়িতে এইসব।
दादा बचा लिया आपने।
बेफिक्र कोलकाता जाओ, इंटरव्यू अच्छा ही होगा।
हर बंद राह ओपन हो सकती है, लगता है सिर्फ दिल। एक्सिस बैंक, दिल से ओपन।
क्या हुआ रोहन, क्या सोच रहा है?
रिया पहली सैलरी मिली है, तुम भी कुछ आइडिया दो, एक्सपेंसेस को कैसे प्लान किया जाए।
रोहन, एक्सपेंसेस के साथ साथ इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान करना भी जरूरी है।
देखो, सैलरी का कुछ हिस्सा घर के रेगुलर खर्चे के लिए और कुछ मैं अपने लिए भी तो सोच सकता हूँ ना, लेकिन इन्वेस्ट कहाँ करूँ?
सिंपल है, एनपीएस में।
एनपीएस में? रिया अभी तो मैंने कमाना शुरू किया है, इतना आगे के लिए अभी से क्यों पैसे जोड़ूं?
वो देखो, एक एक करके ईंट जोड़ी जाती है, तब जाके एक घर तैयार होता है। वैसे ही अभी से पैसे जोड़कर हम भी अपना रिटायरमेंट सुखी बना सकते हैं।
बात में तो दम है।
एनपीएस कम लागत वाली फ्लेक्सिबल लॉन्ग टर्म योजना है, जिससे आपकी बचत ग्रो होकर पेंशन का लाभ देती है।
अच्छा, फिर तो मैं अभी अपना एनपीएस अकाउंट ओपन करता हूँ।
जो कल की सोचते हैं वो आज से ही थोड़ा थोड़ा जोड़ते हैं।
पेंशन है तो टेंशन नहीं। एनपीएस में निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है।
पापी परिवार, गांधी परिवार, उसने इशारा कर दिया तो अब कानून कहां है? अशोक गहलोत कह रहे हैं खाता ना बही, सोनिया गांधी जो कहे वही सही। लोग नहीं है तो क्या हुआ? सोनिया गांधी ने कहा है अलॉट तो करनी होगी। किसान की जमीन है तो क्या हुआ? दामाद जी का पापी पेट भरना है। ये सवाल जो पूछे हैं कि ये जमीन राजस्थान की सरकार ने अशोक गहलोत मुख्यमंत्री थे उनके कार्यकाल में अलॉट कैसे करी? जो पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी होल्डर है ही नहीं तो वो ये ट्रांजैक्शन कैसे करता है? इसके बाद रॉबर्ट वाड्रा जी क्या करते हैं ये जानने की आवश्यकता है। रॉबर्ट वाड्रा 30 लाख रुपए का एक चेक, तिथि नोट करिएगा, 22 दिसंबर 2009, 30 लाख का एक चेक लिखते हैं। सब अचंभित हैं। ये घोटालेबाज भ्रष्टाचारी परिवार वाले किसी को रुपया दे रहे हैं 30 लाख। ये चेक दिया जाता है अशोक कुमार को जो महेश नागर के ड्राइवर हैं। लेकिन आप हैरान हो जाएंगे, अशोक कुमार की पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी यह है 31 दिसंबर 2009 की। 31 दिसंबर 2009 पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी आ रही है बाद में, और दस्तावेज में जो ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं वो पहले 30 लाख का चेक है जो 29 तारीख को इनकैश हो गया था। ये क्या दर्शाता है? ये दर्शाता है इनको लगा कि हमारी चोरी, हमारा भ्रष्टाचार कभी पकड़ा नहीं जाएगा। और उसके बाद एक और अहम बिंदु यह है, अशोक कुमार का स्टेटमेंट जांच एजेंसी ने लिया। आप अचंभित होंगे कि अशोक कुमार ने कहा कि 30 लाख रुपए आए और मुझसे विड्रॉ करा के वो 30 लाख रुपए रॉबर्ट वाड्रा ने वापस ले लिया। मतलब 30 लाख रुपए दिए, उसी वक्त वो विड्रॉ कराए और वो वापस चले गए। ये स्टेटमेंट है। एक और प्रश्न पूछा जाना चाहिए, महेश नागर तो केवल एक मोहरा है, उसका अपना वक्तव्य है जांच एजेंसी को, और वो कहता है दो बातें। पहला, मैं रॉबर्ट वाड्रा के लिए काम करता हूं, और दूसरा जो बड़ा अहम है, उसने कहा ये जो सारी जमीन है और ये सारा ट्रांजैक्शन है, मुझे कुछ नहीं पता, ये तो रॉबर्ट वाड्रा के कहने पे ही हुआ है। अब आप मुझे बताइए, 1000 बीघा जो भूमि है किसानों की, सरकार उसको इसलिए एक्वायर करती है क्या कि गांधी परिवार के जो भ्रष्टाचारी हैं उनको दी जाए? किसान से लो, रॉबर्ट वाड्रा को दो। रॉबर्ट वाड्रा लैंड माफिया हो गए, भूमाफिया है रॉबर्ट वाड्रा। इसके साथ ही न्यायालय ने जो बात कही है मैंने आपके समक्ष रखी, लेकिन इस पूरे जजमेंट का सार यह है, जब आप सत्ता में होते हैं तो आपकी जिम्मेदारी यह होती है कि आप संविधान का पालन करें, आम जनता का हित देखें। और राजस्थान उच्च न्यायालय ने यह पाया है कि यह एक गंभीर मसला है, और जांच एजेंसी को इस मामले में, ये ईडी थी जांच एजेंसी, सीबीआई चार्जशीट दाखिल कर चुकी है, वो आगे भी जांच करेंगी और वो दिन दूर नहीं है जो भ्रष्टाचारी गांधी परिवार के सदस्य ये सोचते हैं वो कानून से ऊपर हैं, उन तक कानून के हाथ नहीं पहुंचेंगे। तो मैं बता दूं, श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की ईमानदारी, जांच एजेंसियों का जज्बा कि भ्रष्टाचारियों को पकड़ना है, आज गांधी परिवार जो भ्रष्टाचार करते हैं थरथर कांप रहे हैं और ये अच्छा है। वो कहते हैं दाग अच्छे हैं, हम कहते हैं भ्रष्टाचारियों का कांपना अच्छा है, कानून के डर से कांपे।
And cutting across now, viewers, to some more breaking updates that we are picking up on one of the biggest stories that we are tracking today of Salman Khurshid, in fact, making these kind of statements for Rahul Gandhi, taking hero worshipping to another level and making comparisons of Rahul Gandhi to Lord Ram, and saying that Rahul Gandhi, in fact, is a superhuman for wearing a t-shirt and not having worn a jacket or a sweater while yesterday he was in the national capital and those images had come to light. But now we see that Salman Khurshid, in fact, taking it one step further and also saying that Rahul Gandhi is much like Lord Ram and that he is, in fact, a superhuman.
वो जिस रफ्तार से चलते हैं, जितने दिन से वो चले हैं, जिस तरह से हमको उनके पीछे पीछे साथ साथ चलना पड़ रहा है, तो हम तो ये मानते हैं कि वो रियली ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है। हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। अब तपस्या के लिए एक योगी कहीं बैठ गया, किसी गुफा में बैठ गया एक योगी की तपस्या के लिए, तो आप इस बात की बात कह रहे हैं कि वो दूसरी गुफा में तो गए नहीं। ऐसा है। आप तो जानते हैं भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेके चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाव पहुंच गई है, तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे, ये हमारा विश्वास है। वो जिस रफ्तार से चलते हैं, जितने दिन से वो चले हैं, जिस तरह से हमको उनके पीछे पीछे साथ साथ चलना पड़ रहा है, तो हम तो ये मानते हैं कि वो रियली ये मान के चलिए कि वो सुपर ह्यूमन है। हम इतने जैकेट कोट पहने हुए हैं, वो टी शर्ट में निकलते हैं। बताइए, हम ठुठुर रहे हैं ठंड में, वो टी शर्ट पहने निकल रहे हैं। एक योगी जैसी, जब उन्होंने कही दिया मैं तपस्या में हूँ, तो वो तपस्या कर रहे हैं। अब तपस्या के लिए एक योगी कहीं बैठ गया, किसी गुफा में बैठ गया एक योगी की तपस्या के लिए, तो आप इस बात की बात कह रहे हैं कि वो दूसरी गुफा में तो गए नहीं। ऐसा है। आप तो जानते हैं भगवान राम की खड़ाव बहुत दूर तक जाती है, तो कभी कभी खड़ाव लेकर भी चलना पड़ता है। हमेशा भगवान राम नहीं पहुंच पाते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर चलना पड़ता है। तो भरत उनकी खड़ाव लेके चलते हैं, तो खड़ाव लेकर हम उत्तर प्रदेश में चले हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में खड़ाव पहुंच गई है, तो राम जी भी पहुंचेंगे, ये हमारा विश्वास है।
All right, so there you heard Salman Khurshid making those kind of hero-worshipping statements for Rahul Gandhi, comparing him to Lord Ram as well. And not surprisingly, we see that the BJP, in fact, has come out and condemned Salman Khurshid as well. Let's take a look as to what the BJP had to say about these statements.
श्री राम की तुलना किसी भी व्यक्ति से नहीं हो सकती। उन्होंने भारत माता को साथ